Yeah, yeah. Now the show is about to start. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, now the show is about to start. It's about to start. Oh yeah, ladies. Now the show is about to start. Yeah.
Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know.
VLenore.
VLenore.
Yeah. Giving you celebrity gossip. What's going on in the news? She'll talk about beauty, interview your favorite celebs too.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know.
VLenore.
VLenore. What you say? Let's play. You work all week long, letting your hair down tonight can't be wrong. I got a game we can play. Close the doors cause you're gonna wanna stay. Hey. When I play, I win. You know deep within it's not a sin for you to give in. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Come on boy and play with me. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Come on boy and play with me. I'ma give you what you need. Let me plant the seed, all I want is you. So call it greed. If you're hungry, I'm willing to feed. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play. Don't be afraid. This was the best game you've ever played. Put your emotions to the side. Don't overthink it, just enjoy the ride. When I play, I win. You know deep within it's not a sin for you to give in. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Come on boy and play with me. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Tell me what you wanna see. Let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. Come on boy and play with me.
Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Now, put my favorite number in the chat. If y'all know me, y'all know what my favorite number is. Let's see. Look. It's a test. It's a test. Tell me if you know my favorite number. Put it in the chat. Okay? Somebody who really love me. No, it ain't 1. It ain't 4. Y'all don't know what my favorite number is? See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is my baby. This is why, I just saw my boo. Where'd she go? She ain't there. Hello. Thank you, Fedora. Thank you, Lexi the Little Nerd. My boo was the first one to say it. You know my favorite number is 3. Shout out to my girl. Okay. All right. And we know, Fedora, you had better know. Ho. No, because it rhymed with no. You girl, you know you my boo. Okay. You ain't called, not really. You know what I mean? But you had better know, okay? You supposed to know, Fedora. Okay? All right. Yes, my favorite number is 3. Baby, it's something about that 3 that it just always works out for me. Is that 3? I can't explain it. Anywho, thank you guys for being here today. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. Okay? We are back together again. Okay? We are back together again. Hello, lovers. That's how I started this out. Hello, lovers. And thank you for coming to play with me. I love you to death. Wait a minute. So let me go back. I got to go back and read what I had said earlier. Okay? Jesus, when y'all could not hear a damn word. All right? When y'all could not hear a damn word. Anyway, Cynthia A., thank you, boo, okay, for being a member. Like I said earlier, that y'all didn't hear, I said, actually, she was always family. Like this, girl, okay, this is just a technical situation right here with this membership because she was always fam, okay? Girl, thank you for getting a membership, okay? Shout out to my girl, Only Me 23. He's done it again. Has done it once again and gifted 1 membership, and it looks like Bumblebee Tuna RIP Jose. Okay, it's a lot. That's a lot. You are the newest member of the club, B. Okay, Bumblebee. All right, that's a long ass name, so I'm gonna call you Bumblebee. Bumblebee, you better thank my girl Only Me 23 in this mother sucking chat. Okay, we love her. Thank you so much, Only Me 23. Here go my little baby girl. You gonna act right today? You gonna act right today, girl? Huh? You do? I don't want, girl. We got stuff to do today, so you gonna be good? Okay, baby girl, you gonna be good? Okay. Thank you so much for gifting 1 membership. Yes. And Social Wife Melissa is the newest member of what? Club B. You heard me. Okay, you heard me. Thank you, my love. Up. Look at her trying to butter me up. Don't be trying to butter me up so you can let me down for the fall. Okay, don't get my hopes up. Okay, don't get my hopes up. I'm thinking you acting good. Okay, all right, girl. Thank you for gifting 1 more membership. Yes. Well, welcome, Black Baby Doll, to the fam, okay? Hey, Black Baby Doll, okay? You better thank my baby doll, my other baby doll, okay? Bell Tower is my home, all right? I feel like she's setting me up. I feel like, and because I feel like she's setting me up, just got to get ahead of the game. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to get ahead of the game. Oh, what did Sefa say? Let me get what she has said. Hold on. I see her over there in the comments showing her ass already. What you mean you ain't gonna? Huh? What you mean you ain't gonna be good? That's why I sent your ass. That's why I knew it. I'm setting the damn tone. Or you setting it one? Huh? Oh my God. Jesus. That's why I had to send you just on GP. Shit. Golly. Anyway, T gon' say it if it has to be said. She done fucked around and gifted a membership. Okay. All right. And Shannon Lewis is the newest member of Club It. Shannon. Thank our girl, T gon' say it if it has to be said, okay, for gifting that membership for you, okay? T, thank you, boo. Thank you. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much for starting off this thirsty Thursday all beautiful like, okay? I appreciate it more than you have a fucking idea about, okay? Yes, I'm cussing already. All right? Just because I ain't seen y'all in 2 days and I'm cussing, okay? Now, ay. All right, now look. There's some things going on and we have to address them, first, okay? Before we can get into our content, we have to address a couple of things, all right? The first thing we have to address is the fact that my friend, Legacy Moon, True Crimes and Mysteries, you guys should know by now, or most of you probably know by now, that the other day, what's today? Today's Thursday. So on Tuesday, was it Tuesday? Let me think about that. Was it Tuesday, y'all? No, or was it yesterday? Shit, no, it couldn't have been yesterday. So it was Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. I think maybe it was Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe it was Tuesday. I don't know. But my friend, Legacy Moon, True Crimes and Mysteries, she was doing a live. And she was revisiting a live that had been done, an interview that had been done previously. It was Tuesday. Thank you, Rakia. Okay, beautifully made. Thank you so much, y'all. So it was Tuesday. So Tuesday, Legacy Moon goes live. And while she's live, she's reviewing an interview of Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame, a.k.a. Survival is My Superpower, a.k.a. What else is she, child? I mean, she has so many fucking names. Publix Fried Chicken, a.k.a. It's a lot of shit, okay? She a lot of shit, all right? Now, this troll created accounts while being my moderator, mind you. Oh, the Real Brown Family Chronicles. Thank you, Lonnie. She also went by Lori Williams in my DMs. She went by another name in my email. She was my moderator, yet she was trolling me, okay? And threatening me in DMs and emails, all right? When this was made public, we discussed it. We had to hash this shit out. We had to talk about it. So once we made this discovery and put it together, okay, and then announced that we had put it together and put this on Front Street, it was brought to my attention. I think Legacy Moon already knew this. I want to say she's probably the one who told me that this woman had done an interview a few months ago, or a few weeks, months ago. I don't even know at this point. And she did an interview over at a channel that was called Waiting to Exhale, something like that. And evidently one of the hosts is a content creator called I Said What I Said. Now, some of you may be familiar with I Said What I Said. Others may not. It's clear y'all don't support her because she gets like 75 views. Okay, on a, I don't know why y'all don't support that lady, but y'all don't. Y'all don't be supporting her, okay? Anyway, so she did an interview, but she was over at the Waiting to Exhale channel, which evidently, no, anyway. So that's where the interview was housed, if you will, okay? It was sitting over there at Waiting to Exhale. And Legacy Moon decided that she wanted to do a review of that interview. In the midst of doing the review, her channel was struck. Channel was struck, and it just kind of, it didn't make any damn sense. Because what she did, hold on, I'm trying to get y'all's comments together, child. Let me get y'all's comments all the way together. Okay? We've got to get you all the way together here. Okay, there we go. I feel more comfortable with you right now. Okay? I think I can see you better. I think the people going to be able to see y'all just a tad bit better. You know what I'm saying? Right there, anyway. While we're over here, because we're not going to be here for long. Over here. We're gonna move in a second. Okay? Now look. The woman struck the channel. Now struck Legacy Moon's channel. She did a copyright strike. Let me educate you on something. Very few people on YouTube have copywritten videos. Do you understand? Very few. So if you put in a copyright strike for something and you haven't copywritten the information or the video, that's considered a false flag. Okay? It is improper. It was wrong, and you can actually get in trouble for that, because you're not supposed to just flag people, especially when they're not breaking any rules. We have this thing that's called fair use. And with fair use, it means that we can take conversations, we can take interviews, we can take content, break it down, and provide feedback, commentary, criticism, as long as you are stopping it, breaking in between, and actually providing content throughout, or commentary throughout. Legacy Moon was doing that. So she was following all of the rules. Now, instead of the woman being adult about it and reaching out to Legacy Moon and asking her to, that she wasn't comfortable with the content, or, they could have had a conversation about it. But the truth of the matter is Legacy Moon did nothing wrong. We have this thing called fair use. Now, so anyway, because I don't know why. I think that's the problem I have with this. I don't know why that content creator would strike this woman's channel. She wasn't insulting the content creators. She was giving commentary and criticism. That's what fair use is for. I want you to know that that video didn't have any damn real views in the first place. I want you to know that the channel only had about less than 200 subscribers. Okay? Around 180 something subscribers. So sabotaging your own shit is weird to me. It's weird. That's the first thing. Somebody, a larger content creator than you, is exposing your content to their audience, which in turn can grow your channel, and you would strike it. Okay. Again, the name of the channel, Bella, is called Waiting to Exhale. It's spelled differently with the number 2 and all that shit. See, I'm actually giving you something now. The fact that I'm naming you right now is a gift. You may not like what I have to say, but it's still a gift, because there are people. Look, Bella just asked, "Who the fuck are you?" That's basically what she just said. She don't know who the hell you are. Okay? Waiting to exhale. Now, all right? Bridget Hicks, look, I saw it, girl. I didn't want to miss it. I did not want to damn miss it. I see you got a damn membership milestone, and you, my love, have been a member for, I don't know, 2, 4, or 6 months. You've been a member for 7 months of membership. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, baby, for being here. And thank you to you. Smooches to you. And I love you back. Okay? Thank you so much, my love. Again, Bella said, "Who are you?" That's what Bella has said. She said she don't know who the hell you are. Okay? That's what she said. Now, the name of the content creator, Bella, is Waiting to Exhale. I'm doing it. I'm giving you a gift. I'm saying your name. People are going to want to go over there and see why your content is so important, that you have to take it down, and you don't want nobody to give a reaction to expose other content. To expose other subscribers to your content. That's weird. That's the first thing. I mentioned the other day that when I moved over into this sector, that the first thing I did was I did an interview with Sonya. Okay, Sonya Waller. I did an interview with her. That interview right now has, I don't know, I think it was like 27,000 views. It's or 30, I don't know. It's a lot of views on that damn video. The reason why there are a lot of views on that video is because the day after I did the interview, Justin's mom, baby, I'm sorry. Hold on. I ain't halfway looking. Okay, I sent my 13-month milestone, but it was when you had to, oh, baby, I'm sorry. What'd you say, Pumpkin? What'd you say? Look, I love you, Justin's mom. You ain't been a member for no 5, 10, 11, or 12 months. You've been a member for 13 months of membership over here. Girl, I'm sorry, Bookie. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to, I apologize for that. I don't even know why I had those technical difficulties, because, I had tested everything before I came on. It was kind of weird. Anyway, I apologize, Justin's mom. Anyone else I may have missed, just let me know. I apologize, okay? I'm going to try and keep my eye on things today, but right now, I really want to give y'all some information, because this is bothersome. This is a problem, and I don't even know why we're here right now, okay? So anyway, when I came out here and did that interview with Sonya, the day after the interview, Real Talk Bougie did a reaction to my interview. And when she did that, she had 1,000+ people in her chat. Okay? So she exposed me to a large audience. When I did that interview, I don't think I had but about 200 people in the chat that day. But within 2 days, I had 900 more subscribers. Within 48 hours. I want to say 24, but just to be safe, because I don't want to lie, within 48 hours, I had damn near 1,000 more subscribers. By the end of that month, actually, I'm going to be very, very modest about this, in the sense that, I'm going to, not modest, but I'm going to, scale it down a bit. Within the next month, I had 2,000 extra subscribers. By the end of that year, I had 3,000 extra subscribers. All because Real Talk Bougie exposed my content to her audience. I am forever. I will speak. Y'all will hear me say this for as long as we are out here as family. When I tell you, thank you, Real Talk Bougie. I love you. Thank you, Fran, because you didn't have to do that. She did not have to do that, but she did. And when she did a reaction. Did I take the video down so she couldn't? No, I did not. No, I did not. Did I strike her channel falsely? No, I did not. Thank you. Thank you. I'm being humble. It's not even my doing. You know, Bella, it's not even my doing. Fran did that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got shit to do with it. Fran did it. Fran blessed me by sharing my shit to her audience. And without her, I wouldn't know most of you. Okay? Now, when Legacy Moon did this interview, because here's the thing I was telling Legacy Moon just the other day, because we were just talking about, this is before all this happened. We were just talking about, you know, how it's important, like feel free to do the type of content you want to do on whatever subject you feel is necessary to do it, something that interests you. You may only get 500-600 views now, but next year, 6 months from now, 3 years from now, you don't know how relevant that video will be based upon something else that may be happening at the time. That video that may only have 400, 500, 600 views today may end up with 20, 30, 40,000 views, depending upon the future. We can't predict the future. We can't predict the future. So what happened in this case, this woman did an interview with Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Okay? And so in that interview, Nesto Shackle told a whole story. We're going to call her the troll from now on because that damn long-ass motherfucking name, I'm sick of saying that shit anyway. Okay? All right? Whew, Jesus. Okay, so anyway. She did this interview. The truth is, when Legacy Moon, what I was saying is she did this interview 5 months ago or 3 months ago, whenever she did it. Guess what? It became relevant now. She didn't have no views on that damn interview, but she could have had several, because most people don't necessarily want to sit and listen to every piece of it reacted to all the time. They may sit through the reaction and still afterwards go back and watch the video themselves and give that content creator a click or in a view. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Or, you know, they might watch it first and then go watch the reaction of it later. But what this girl did, and again, we thought the channel was I said's channel, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. And I'll explain that in a second. But I said what I said was the one that was conducting the interview on this channel. And Legacy Moon was reviewing it. And in the middle of the live, her channel was struck. Falsely. So now Legacy Moon is in a position where she cannot go live on her channel for upwards to 90 days. You have not only shot yourself in the foot, but now you have impacted somebody's fucking livelihood. And for what? And for what? It's not cool. It's not cool at all. Yes, Thessie Jewel. Yes. You did something foul when she was doing something that could have helped you. That could have helped you. Diva Law, yes, she is trying to appeal it. She is working on it. We have a little bit of a snag. We have a bit of a snag that we're trying to figure out. The bottom line is, you can make this right. Waiting to exhale. See, we thought it was We thought it was, I said what I said channel, because as I said, she was the one facilitating the conversation for the most part. The other young lady who, apparently the other young lady, it's her channel or someone related to her channel. We do know whose channel it is because when it was struck, it shut down the live while people were watching it, and it popped up on the screen the name of the person. Now, the name of the person is not the person who is the co-host. It's one of her relatives. Yes, we know it's one of your relatives. We know it's someone connected to you in your personal life, and that is not you. We know your name, and we know this person's hyphenated name. See, you see how much we know? I'm not doxing you. I'm not doxing your family or member, but we do know that she has an hyphenated name. We also know it's not you. We know your name too. But I'm not a doxer. See, I had to dox a troll who was out here trying to harass me because people need to know. What you just did was wrong. Wrong. Now you can make it right. You can make it right. You can go into your YouTube studio and you can retract the strike. And then we'll leave it be. And we will never speak on you again. We can go in peace. But what you do to someone else will come back on you. You already shot yourself in the foot by making that choice. That was not cool at all. It was not cool at all. Yes, 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 yes. Why mess with someone's livelihood? Evil. I don't know. And this channel is not even monetized. Like, you don't even have 200 subscribers. So this could have been a way for you to gain more subscribers, to get you in a position so that you can actually get monetized faster. But that's not what you chose to do. And I don't think that's cool at all. But you can make it right. You can make it right. No, Muffin, it is an actual strike. When a content creator gets a copyright strike, YouTube can sit you down for 7 days, 30 days, or 90 days. In fact, they haven't told her how many days it is that she has to sit for. But at the end of the day, you're cutting into someone's income. But maybe you don't care because you're not making any money over there. But you could be closer to making the money. You understand? You could have been closer, but you didn't want to do that. So I said what I said. You know, we thought it was your channel. It's not physically your channel, but you are sitting there in partnership with those that own that channel. And you too can contribute to making this right. I don't know who made the call, who made the decision to do this, but it was wrong. It was wrong. I don't know if the troll is in your ear, but you know what the troll did to me, the troll might be doing to you. And if she isn't, she may in the future. So this is what I'm going to ask you all to do. This is what I need for you all to do. I need for you to go over to Legacy Moon's second channel called Blue Light Reactions with Legacy Moon. Black but not bitter. Any mods, if you don't mind going to get the link to the actually, I got the link. Shit. What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on. Let me put the damn link in here. I just don't think this is cool at all. It's just not. It's just not. It's just not. This is the link to the channel. I hope it showed up. Did it show up, y'all? Thank you. Oh, it didn't. What? Child, I didn't. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Child, let me take that out. That's the wrong thing. Child, it didn't pop down here. What the hell? Okay. All right. I see Blackman. I better put the real channel. Let me delete my shit. Okay. Remove. All right. Goofy. Okay. All right. Please subscribe to her channel. She does not have many subscribers over here yet. It's a brand new channel. Please subscribe, set your notifications, because tomorrow night we will be doing After Dark. Native and myself will be over at Legacy Moon's new channel tomorrow night for After Dark. We need your help in getting Legacy Moon closer to monetization. Look, I get upset, of course, when someone does something to me, right? But I get extra upset when I see people around me getting fucked over. It really bothers me. It really bothers me. It's not cool. Thank you. I see you guys are subscribing. I'll be checking throughout the live to see, what the numbers are looking like. We got 307 people in here. I'm just asking, it ain't going to hurt to subscribe to someone, help them out. You never know. You never know. Okay. So, I am just asking that you will not only subscribe, but that you will show up tomorrow and bless our good sis. All right? Come tomorrow night to After Dark. We'll probably be live around 10 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. Both Native and I have stuff going on Saturday. So we'll definitely be starting at 10. We'll probably do at least a good 3 hours with you guys. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to have a great show. And I'm expecting each and every one of you to come over and have a good time with us, okay? You can make this right. I said what I said. You can make this right waiting to exhale. You can make this right. Is it Kaivan? I'm only saying that name. I'm only saying that name because it popped up on the screen, right? And that's how we know that Kaivan is not actually the folks on the screen over there, And when I say the folks on the screen, I mean Kaivan is not, I said what I said. Kaivan is not, or at least we don't think it's, I said what I said. It's not the co-host, but the person is definitely related or in connection to the co-host. So, well, I don't know. It could be because she goes, I think her name was Vaughn on the screen, so it could be. But from what we can tell, it is not. You can make this right. It's not cool at all. So, I don't want to dwell on that. But I just wanted to say that, and I hope that I will see you there tomorrow. It looks like, let me see how y'all doing over here with the subscriptions. Okay, I see we had about 50 people or more, actually about 60 people, I think, have subscribed. Please help our good sis out. It ain't going to hurt nothing to go over there and subscribe, child. It ain't going to hurt nothing. But we're going to go over there tomorrow. Now, If you don't make it right, let's be clear, she still will be all right, because all you're doing is forcing her to set up another channel so that she can have two monetized channels while you're sitting over there without one. I'm just saying. Oh, God. And in the same way, you see, in the same way right now that we are encouraging people to subscribe to Legacy Moon, if you have good content, guess what? We would tell people to go over there and subscribe to you too. But we can't enjoy the content because you struck her channel. You could have done anything. You could have emailed her. You could have privated the video while she was doing it. But instead, you decided to strike the channel. To strike it. Okay. So that's that. Let me check one more time. Let's see what this is doing. Okay. Thank you guys. I see you guys over there subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. I know that Legacy Moon appreciates you for it. Okay. Now, I'm over here, just doing a little this and that, and trying to get caught up on ish. All right. And I happen to type in, sure. Oh, before I even get to that, cancel. Want to show you, well, do I need to even do this? Because people are so funny. Like, I just don't understand. These people, why are y'all in y'all's field? And it's only a handful of people. And for all I know, they all are the troll. The troll is amazing to me. She has more personalities and personas and avatars and screen names and shit, looks and all kinds of shit. She got more than a little bit. All right. She got all kinds of shit going on over there. So it could be her. Cause I told you she done sent me multiple messages already trying to do me. Okay. Trying to do me. Black but not bitter. She will be fine when y'all come over tomorrow night and enjoy, bless her, and subscribe to her channel. Okay. All right. Okay. But the people are just upset, child. They are upset. They are still leaving whack ass comments under my comment section. And I had time. I had time on today. Let me see, because I want to talk about it real quick. Let me see. Wait. Where did it go? Y'all still, I'm glad that you guys like the content, because most of you did. Whether you agreed with it or not, you weren't disrespectful. Look, I'm here to report on the news. I don't know how it is that the messenger is getting attacked for reporting. Like, make it make sense. Make it motherfucking make sense. But I guess they had time, so excuse me, I had time. I'm trying to find it. Did she move it, y'all? Did she delete it? Huh? Did she delete it, though? What's really good here? Let me see. Where's she at? Because it was a woman, child. What, ain't no man said all this dumb shit. Let me see. Let's do that. There she goes. Okay. All right. Now, look, I understand they started off with a compliment. You know what I'm saying? They started off with a compliment, but that's not how it ended. Because here's the thing. Anyway, let me show you what I'm talking about. Since they say that's what I do, I come over here and then I'm going expose or talk about the comments. Yeah, I am if I want to. Okay. It's my channel and I'll talk if I want to. Talk if I want to. Okay? All right? You understand me? Okay. So I know it's small. I'm going to figure out one day how I can make this bigger. I'm sure it's some easy shit that I just haven't figured out. But I'm going to figure it out how to make the screen bigger for you guys. But the comment is here from Cowboy Fans 76. All right? Now, she starts off with a compliment, no doubt about it. And the reason why I want to read this out, because apparently there are more that, there's some of you that just need to understand what we're talking about here. And I don't know what you think this is over here. I don't know what kind of show we're coming to. I don't know what kind of information you want from me when you get here. But let me make it clear. I know that the theme song tells you what we talk about over here. We talk about celebrity what? Gossip. Somebody put gossip in the chat. Put gossip in the chat. Now, if you came over here and you didn't think we was going to talk about some gossip, then you were at the wrong channel to begin with. We cuts the fool over here and we talk about gossip. Now, the gossip I tried to bring to you is gossip that I have vetted the best way I know how to vet it. I knew who the woman was. I knew who she was connected to. I had been familiar with her own social media content, if you will. I also was aware of her closeness to Shirley Strawberry. So that's why I felt comfortable coming out here to tell you what I learned. Okay? That's what we do over here. So Cowboy Fans 76 said, V, I love your content, but this reminds me of when Dennis was bashing you and calling you a scammer, which made you cry. And I was totally against what Dennis did to you. How is this any different? Well, let me help you. Okay? Let me help you. See, I had time today. I had some time today. So I decided to go ahead and respond. So what I said was, darling, I was nice. Darling, how is this different than any other day when we're talking about Nesto? Are you in comment sections telling people not to bash Nesto? Are you in comment sections telling people not to bash Sonya? Did you question Nova Savannah's story? Huh? Did you question Hazel's story? Did you see any receipts that matched up with Nova Savannah and Hazel's story? I'm just wondering, what did you see? I think, so, let me finish this, okay? Why not? Did you see any receipts that matched up with their story? They didn't bring us any audio or video or documented proof of their experience. Hell, you didn't even question the transgender story regarding Nesto, but you're over here questioning me about a woman? I'm sure you don't know. Huh? What you're saying doesn't make sense. I thought you wanted the facts of the case. I thought you wanted to know about the character of the players involved. Unless you know this woman personally, I'm not sure why this touches your spirit so much that you feel the need to question me. I don't understand. Huh? Now, I'm not sure if you were trying to take a passive-aggressive dig at me, but let me clear this up for you since you seem to be confused. The difference between my situation and Shirley's is that Dennis made statements about me that were untrue, which is why he came out and apologized, which is why he came out and said that I was a good person. You are comparing apples to oranges, baby. I vetted the source and I believe her statements to be true. What she says lines up with everything we've suspected all along. All along, you can believe what you want. I'm here to report it. The rest is up to you. So then she says, I literally said I did not like what Dennis said about you. And you're calling me passive aggressive? Yes, I am. You're not going to act like you weren't. That was slick shade. Because the truth is, there's no motherfucking comparison, ma'am, sir. Huh? What he said about you could have cost you your livelihood. But it's cool. I will keep my opinions and support to myself. Okay. So let me this is what I said after that. I had time. I had some time. So I responded. I specifically said that I wasn't sure if this was a passive aggressive dig. However, I wanted to clear this up for you because you obviously were making a bad comparison. If that offended you, I apologize, but it feels quite offensive to make that comparison. At the end of the day, it seems as if the messenger is being attacked. My job is to report the story. If you don't believe it, that's your prerogative. But don't attack me for telling the story. My theme song tells you that I am here to discuss celebrity what? Gossip and current events. If you don't want the gossip, this is not the place to be. Respect that. I vetted the source, confirmed the information provided as best as I could. What more do you want from me? Nevertheless, I thank you for your previous support. But peace and blessings. What you think this is? Why are you so pressed about Shirley Strawberry? And if that's how you support me, bye. Okay, peace. Now let me clear something up here. You know why people didn't question Nova Savannah and Hazel mainly? It's because we trust Nyla. We trust Nyla to do her due diligence. We know that Nyla is going to be thorough. We know that Nyla did pre-interviews with these people, talked to them, understood what made sense and what didn't, and then she decided to bring them to us. That's what bloggers do. They have any level of integrity. I would not have come out here if someone just randomly showed up in my face talking bullshit because they've seen my show. You see what I'm saying? So you either trust me or you don't. If you just go back and look at some of my previous guests, you will come to understand my relationships that I do have out here in this business. So it's not unlikely that I may get a little bit of tea every now and then. I came out here to share said tea with you. Okay? All right? If you have a problem with that, if you don't trust my reporting, because there are bloggers, I don't trust what they say. If you don't trust what I say, I get it. Or if you don't trust what she said, that's fine too. But don't come over here attacking me. That's stupid. Shirley ain't even over here attacking me. Shirley doesn't give a damn about what I'm saying. Why you care so much? That's crazy to me. I'm telling the truth. And let me tell you something. Shirley knows I'm telling the truth. I believe everything that woman told me. And based upon the things I've said, if you want to share the video with Shirley, trust and believe she's going to know who said it. Now, here's this other thing people keep saying. Well, she just sounds like a scorned friend. So you telling me that because someone may be scorned, that means they're automatically going to lie? Some have said, well, if they were friends before, why is she coming out here talking about her ex-friend's information? You don't know what she has said about her first. You don't know what she did to the friend to make the friend feel the way the friend does. I don't know why you give a damn that much. We're out here for entertainment, honey. Okay? Girl. Okay? Jiminy Christmas. Get over it. Golly. Oh, anyway, but most of y'all understand that. Ain't nobody over here fighting because you don't believe what this lady told me. If you don't believe it, I get it. Whole lot of shit I don't be believing, but it don't stop me from loving on the content creator. You know? Give me a damn break already. All right. Let me see what had happened over here that I might have missed, child. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. Hey, Miss Riri, thank you so much for becoming the newest member. Thank you. And you are not alone because Yes, aka Albalita, is also the newest member of Club B. We are growing family. We are growing family. Yo, we have fun over there in Club B. Do we not? Not. If you've ever been over there in our Zooms, we do weekly Zooms every Friday. Sometimes we do more than one. If you have been to our Zooms, child, and you enjoyed yourself, please put some kissy lips in the chat for your girl. Put some kissy lips in the chat. All right. Ay. Okay. All right. See, we're getting the business out the way. Now we're going to get into the content of the day. All right. Did y'all put some kissy lips? I see the kiss. Okay. If you've been to our Club B meetings, put some kissy lips in the chat. Yeah. We have a good time. We do what we have all kinds of shit going on in there. Okay. We have a good time. All right. So hopefully you will join as well. My God. Look at all the love in the chat. Look at all of the love. Yes. My God. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Now, let's get into one of the other reasons why we are here on oh no, we got to do something else. So I was out here looking, for this interview that we're about to, go over. And while I was looking for the interview, I came across a couple of things, some other things I hadn't seen. It's old. Y'all probably have seen it. All right. It's old. But I hadn't seen this, and I just thought, it's interesting what the person is saying. It's a quick little short, I see all the kissy lips in the chat. Hey, let me see. Wait, hold on. Before we go even get into that. All right, I see y'all still subscribing. Y'all, please go subscribe to our girl, Blue Light Reactions with Legacy Moon, okay? That's another party you don't want to miss tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. All right. Over there at Blue Light Reactions with Legacy Moon. Both Native and I both will be over there co-hosting with her. All right. Now, wait, what this ever say over here? I see something. Okay. What this child saying? Huh? Bell Tower's my home. Don't mislead the people. That's not true. That is not true. I don't be cussing y'all out all the time. Okay? Not every time. So don't do that. Don't scare the new members. Okay? Don't scare the new members. Wait, Lady Magenta, you said it's not working? It's not? Hold on. I'm going to put it here. I think Black Man Out Bitter is probably doing it too. Maybe some of the other mods might be doing it as well. I just put another link in there. I hope that works. But that is the link. Actually, let me pin it. Okay, so the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Okay. All right. But Bell Tower's my home. It's not right for you to lie to the people. It's not. But thank you for your super chat, though. Okay? Don't do that. Don't tell those people that. That's not nice. All right? Okay. Nikki G, girl, you done get that membership. Yes. And Black Swan. And Black Swan is the winner. Black Swan, welcome to Club B. Thank you, Nikki G. Thank you, Nikki G. All right. Nikki G says she has fun in that damn chat, so she invited somebody to come with her. So come on, okay? All right. Okay. All right. We good? The link V is using works. The other link didn't work for me. Okay. Thank you, Snoopalicious. Appreciate that. Okay, good. All right. So I pinned if anybody has any problems or anything, I pinned the link at the chat at the top of the chat for you guys, okay? All right, now let's get back over here. Because as I was looking for information on this situation, I'm looking around and I came across this. Okay? And it's a short. Y'all probably have seen it. I hadn't seen it. Okay? It's got 1,300 comments. Okay? So I know it got a lot of views. I can't remember how many. But let's listen to this. It's one of those quick shorts, but I just thought it was interesting. So I decided to play it.
Strawberry's daughter, Sheridan, has turned against her in the midst of a scandal involving Shirley's husband and his activities. While Shirley attempts to move forward as if nothing has happened, her daughter has revealed unsettling truths about her mother.
Really?
Shirley's career reached its pinnacle as the co-host alongside Steve Harvey on one of the most popular morning shows. The audience knew her as a delightful lady who offered exceptional relationship advice. However, it seems that behind this facade, there was another side to her. With her long-lasting marriage to a man named Ernesto Williams, who has now become the most searched person in America due to his involvement in serious felonies.
Now, it's funny that he said that. That's one of the reasons why I want to play this, because this is the Fame Report. That's the name of the channel. The video is titled Shirley Strawberry's Daughter Exposes Her. They're not giving anything in particular that's being exposed. But I thought it was funny because I heard the guy say he has become the most searched person. Well, remember when Dre said that shit? And we were like, excuse me? Ain't nobody looking for him that hard. We over here interested in the case and we ain't searching this nigga like that. What the hell? Yeah, the I don't know about in America. Yeah, maybe the most searched nigga over here in this sector, but outside of that, child, bye, right? But anyway, let's listen. A little more, just a couple more seconds.
Suspicions have arisen about Shirley's connection to his activities. Around 15 or more warrants are expected to be issued for his arrest. Shirley's daughter.
Okay, so again, this is old, right? But what's interesting is he's saying what now we have kind of come to learn to be true based on a friend of hers. Bella, what you say? His name, the narrator is Eclecta? Okay. I don't know, child. Rakia said, what? What? In my Nesta voice. Real said, nobody come to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody over here looking for you, Nestos. Remember when Dre told him that? So I was thinking maybe that's where Dre got this from. So that was the first thing I thought was kind of funny, So that's why I want to show it. But also, he's saying exactly what we have come to learn that people around her are saying. Not that she was involved in any of his crimes directly. Not that she knows all about the crimes he was committing. No, but that she knew he was over there committing damn crimes. I stand on it. I'm saying it with my chest. That's my belief. It's all alleged. I cannot prove it. I don't know these people, but that's what I believe. Okay? All right? Just so we understand one another. My God. Ugh. Ay. Sheesh. Let's see. What God done did over here? Won't God do it? Now, Black Swan, my old friend, the sweet Black Swan that came over here, she got gifted the membership And then she paid that shit for it. Thank you so much, Black Swan, for gifting one membership. Yes. Yes. And it looks like the Ninaverse is the newest member of Club B. Thank you, Black Swan. The Ninaverse, you better thank our girl Black Swan if you over there in that chat, okay? But welcome to Club B, okay, boo? All right, thank you, Black Swan. Appreciate you, sugar. And then we got Pretty GC, also done gifted a damn membership. Y'all are over here blessing, okay? Won't God do it? Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. And our girl Thessie Jewel is the winner. Thessie Jewel already was family, child. Okay, already was family. But thank you, GC. Appreciate you, Pretty GC. All right. Okay, so let's get back into this. So here's the other thing. So then I was like, ooh, let me look up and see if I can find anything on Sheridan. Okay, just to see if because they're saying she talking, she said something. I couldn't find where she has said something publicly. I didn't see anything, child. But what y'all didn't tell me was, I come out here and tell y'all tea, but y'all don't be telling me tea. That don't seem fair. That don't seem fair at all. I come out over here, hey Tam, I be trying to tell y'all tea. Hey Queen Nikki Love, but y'all don't be telling me the tea. And I thought we was family. I thought we was cool like that. But y'all didn't tell me Sheridan had a TikTok. Why y'all ain't tell me Sheridan had a TikTok, child? Sheridan is adorable. Okay, can we just say that? Can I start there with she's adorable? Huh? Cause she is. Cause she is adorable. That's why. I don't know why y'all didn't tell me she was out here like that. Okay? Now let's see. Can I hear anything, child? Where the volume? Let's see.
Do I look like I go through shit? No. But it seems I'm God's strongest warrior, soldier, brigadier.
She's so cute.
Listen, I came back here to not only double down on the fact that Whitney is a horrible person, but
She's watching a show.
Jen's husband.
She's revealing.
Okay, listen, y'all, because I know I feel something, and we've all been feeling the same thing, and I just want to get on here and express my feelings because I'm new to being a Mariah the Scientist fan, okay? I wasn't seeing what everybody was saying at first, but then she grew on me.
Yes, Bella.
And now I want the best for my good sis. And it's not Thug. Okay? It's not him. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. It's like he's been a big fat meanie ever since he got out. Then fat literally. It's been a lot of questionable things that he's done. But this latest picture that I saw of them two at his birthday last night, it just nail in the coffin, it was never aesthetically pleasing to look at them together as is, but after this. Okay, listen, y'all, because
all right. So anywho, y'all didn't tell me. Y'all ain't shit. Oh my God. Y'all ain't tell me that she had a TikToky. Okay, a tiki-taki. You ain't tell me nothing. Golly. Y'all ain't right. Y'all are not cool if you ask me. I'm just saying, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. So anyway, with her adorable ass, okay? So y'all go over there and support our girl Sheridan. She don't know she our girl, but I'm Team Sheridan. All right, that's what I got to say. I'm Team Sheridan, and I'm Team Sheridan's baby, because evidently one of her children are also listed as a victim. Okay, she's a victim, and one of her kids. Okay, all right. So I'm Team Sheridan over here. Okay. I'm team the victims. Yeah, I am. All right. Okay. Now, so that happened. So now let's get into the main event. Before we get there, let me check these subscriptions over here at Blue Light Reactions, honey. Huh? Let me look. Okay, it's coming up. We coming up, honey. We done got about 100 new subscriptions. Yes. Yes. For those of you that may have come in late, just so we're clear, Legacy Moon's channel was struck for doing content properly. So we are supporting her as she tries to get monetized on her second channel that she actually just started. And I praise God that she had it already set up. And we are still fighting. We are fighting the strike because it was wrong. It was against policy. She was doing the right thing. She was doing the right thing. But this person did not. And just understand, in the same way you can report her for doing something right, we can report you for doing something wrong. But you can make it right. You can make it right. You can make it right. All you got to do is retract that strike. Okay? All right. All righty. Okay? So now let's get into the main event. The main event on today. We are over here to see what did Shirley have to say to us over here during this interview that she did with Gene Sparrow, who it sounds like Gene Sparrow was one of her mentees to some degree. And I think that's wonderful. Hell, even if they didn't know each other, I got mentors in my brain. Excuse me. I have mentors in my brain, people that I've seen do the things I want to do, and I follow behind them to learn from them. And Jean gives Shirley a lot of credit for inspiring her, and learning from her. And I think that's awesome. But people kept saying, V, come over here and do a reaction to this interview, because some things are going to make sense and some things are going to match up. And I've already caught some things that are inconsistent with what I learned last Sunday. So we're going to talk about that. All right. We're going to talk about that. All right. So let's get into it. This is an interview. I'm going to try my best to get through this shit. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, shit. No, I'm not. Oh, yes, I am. Okay, yeah, we got time. All right. So let's, okay, so Caden's mama said they used to work together. Wait, how come it didn't come? Oh, there you go, Caden's mama. Ooh. Uh-oh, shit. Okay, there we go. Caden's sugar mama said they used to work together in Chicago, if my memory serves me right. I think someone else said something like that. But, it sounds like she learned a lot from Shirley, So let's listen to how this starts and whatnot. And we're going to try and get through this whole thing today. Okay? Let's try. Okay.
I always hope these conversations get deep, because that's where we find the best stuff. But listen, don't get it twisted. It's also about the fun of life, because if it ain't fun, it ain't worth doing. So let's dare to be brave, be free, be you together. Now, my guest today is a powerhouse. She is an award-winning radio personality, author, entertainment executive, television producer, and she has been recognized numerous times as one of Radio Inc.'s most influential women in radio. She was also honored by the Alliance for Women in Media with their annual Gracie Award for the National Radio Co-Host category. She also has an NAACP Image Award for Best New Author. Radio fans in Chicago remember her from her days working with Doug Banks on WGCI's Banks and Company, and over 7 million people in our country listen to her now on the #1 syndicated morning show in the US, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. She is also a proud wife and mother. It is my pleasure and my distinct honor to welcome to the Fearless Authenticity Podcast a woman that I have looked up to since I moved to Chicago, the one and only Shirley Strawberry.
Hi, Jean. How are you?
Here we go. Okay, we're about to get into it. All right, y'all ready? Are y'all ready to get into it? Did y'all hit the like button? That's gonna be important too. Like while you over there subscribing and shit over there at Legacy Moon's second channel, I was just wondering, could you hit that like button though? Huh? It would be so sweet. It would be so nice if you could do that for your girl. Okay? Please. Thank you so much. I see Sookie. I see another membership milestone. Yes. Mrs. C, my love. Mrs. C has been a member for a damn long ass time. Not 5, not 10, not 15. She's been a member for 20 months of motherfucking membership. Thank you, Mrs. C. Thank you so much. Hi, V in chat. Hey, boo. Thank you so much for supporting me and this family. Thank you so much. I'm honored. I'm honored that you guys are here and that you sub and that you join the membership and that you give people for membership and that you super chat and that you just come over here and hit the like button, baby. I'm blessed by it. Okay. All right. So okay, here we go. Let's listen.
I am good, girl. I am so excited to talk to you. How you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you. I have a little congestion. Unfortunately, I like to be clear when I'm doing these things, but it's okay. But other than that, I'm fine. I'm so excited to be here with you. You know, it's a mutual admiration society because I just love you so much. We never really got to work together because you came after I had left Chicago, but
So they didn't work together. Oh, let me say this too. Nesto is in jail. Okay. At this point, Nesto is in jail. And let me check again, but I want to say like several months, if not a year. Let me see. I think 6 months or so. When was this done? Well, this was 3 years ago. I knew the date. I don't know how you see the date over here. Do you see it this way? Here, I can tell you exactly how long ago. I want to say this is like 6 months later. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to get it. I think I knew the date earlier, but for whatever reason, I can't remember, child. It was done on February 2nd of 2023. So it's 2 years. It's basically damn near a year. Well, it's 6, 7, 8 months. He's been in jail. This does not come up during this damn interview. Why? I get why. It's shameful. You know what I mean? It's shameful. That would not be an easy thing to share for any of us, right? And I'm not even suggesting that she should have shared, but she strategically kind of dodged and got around it. She that's that media training, honey. She good at what she look. I ain't saying Shirley Strawberry ain't good at what she does. That is not my thing. You know what I mean? That is not my thoughts on the matter. Okay, it's not about that. But she dodges around it. It kind of the mentioning of her husband comes up later on in this interview. But she talks about, because I was speeding through it, so some of this I didn't hear myself, but towards the end she does talk about Sheridan to the degree where she discusses being ashamed of becoming a grandmother. So we're going to get into that. Now some will say, here's the thing. Oh, Jesus. Let me just say this. The things I heard in this interview, I didn't, the things I did here, let me just say, I did not like her more. I'll put it that way. I didn't come out of this interview liking her more. But that's me. Okay? Rossi, what you say? You heard Silverback say she's interviewing Sonya soon. Who is? Sylvia? How many times? Wasn't Sonya just there? What? Girl. My God. But I'll be there watching. I'll be there watching. Think I won't? Okay, let's listen, y'all. See how this goes.
Just great things about you. Whenever I
Hi,
got
Ducky
the chance to come back
Dexter.
home, I would always listen to you, and I just love you. I admire you, and you carry on the tradition well. I mean, Chicago women in radio are something special. There's something special. I mean,
Not
you
probably
know,
to the
from
people.
Yvonne Daniels, if people remember her, Mary D. I mean, the list goes on and on. Wanda Wells, you know, so many great powerhouse radio women out of Chicago, and you're one of those women. And, you know, I just love you. And thank you for having me, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I was so happy when we got a chance. We co-hosted an event for Barbara Bates Foundation in the
Yes.
fall for breast cancer awareness. And it was so nice to connect with you and finally get a chance to do it. And I'm honored that you mentioned my name with women that I listened to when I came here to go to college and I was like, oh, wait, maybe I could do that for a living. Maybe, because I was doing my little radio show in college and like, this is fun, but can you really make money at this? And can you really have an impact and a thing? And that's, you guys showed me that was possible.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. No.
Okay, let me say that. Actually, I just saw that somebody put in the chat that Cobb County is going to stop releasing calls. Well, lucky for us, Shaden probably got so many, you know, that at this point she probably has several still that we haven't even heard yet. You know what I mean? So wait a minute. So what is this about? So Rossi says yes regarding Cobb County stopping phone calls. Wonder why. I wonder why that is. Does that mean Sonya and Nesta gonna go back to talking shit over there? Probably, huh? And do you think that's why Sonya's getting interviewed? Does she know this? How we find this out, Rossi? Just curious. How we find this out, child? Yeah, them folks, I wonder what is their reasoning behind it. I wonder if Hoover got something to do with it. I just wonder. Oh, Bougie and Dennis were talking about it. Be Breezy, that's interesting. I wonder why. Did they say why? No, he's not. He's not in Fulton County. He's being housed in Cobb County, but it is a Fulton County issue. It is a Fulton County case. So, oh, okay. Black but Not Bitter said the doll, unfiltered doll, found out earlier this week. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, look, I am open to coming back tonight. We can talk about this said interview, but let's get into this interview. All right. Let's get into this one. Okay. Lunar Brain Fireheart said implementing old policy of not releasing calls until the case is fully adjudicated. Oh, so we'll get them. See, that means, you know what that just delays how long we're going to be listening to this shit, Sonya. So you can go there and talk your shit now and talk to your man, talk shit to him, but we're going to get it as soon as he's done. Woo! Okay. Okay, yes, Samantha Lake. Damage already done, child. Okay? And you could, yes, that's what I figured, sister to sister. That's what she going over there to talk about, ain't it? Well, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get into it. So it don't, she could be happy if she want to. But I tell you one damn thing, we still over here talking our shit. We still got the old calls. You can best believe Shay got plenty over there still sitting. Uh-huh. Oh, it's going to go down. It's still going down. That means after the case is over, we still gonna be talking about you motherfuckers. Really? Okay then. All right, you just keeping the family together even longer. Okay, let's listen, child. Let's listen.
We don't make as much as the men. Got to point that out. Got to point that out. That's an ongoing struggle, fight, war, battle. But yeah, you can make a couple of dollars at this. Yeah. And
I'm
it's
sorry, real.
very rewarding because it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It really is. It's
Well,
a
you
great
know what,
gig. You can get it.
you bring up something I was going to talk about anyway, so we may as well start off with that because
Okay.
one of the things that, and I'm gonna tell you a little story to lead into it, because our industry can be challenging. Many industries are challenging for women,
Mhm.
and ours in particular, because especially when you entered, and even at the time that I entered in the early '90s, it was still very much a boys' club,
Mhm.
and it still is very male centered.
Mhm.
But I remember, okay, Karen Lightfoot, producer
Yes.
at GCI, said
Used
to
to be
me,
my producer. Yeah.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
We shared her at one point.
Mhm.
And there was a time when Karen said to me, when I was doing traffic and I was trying to do more things, she said to me, listen, Jean, there's only so many opportunities that happen for us as women in this business. She was like, but we always have the power to make it what we want it to be. And she
Mhm.
actually used you as an example. She said, you know
Oh.
what? A lot of times this secondary role can be a range of things, from a feature
Mhm.
person to a sidekick to a co-host. She was like, you want to do it like Shirley did it. And at the time you were Shirley Clark.
Yes.
And she
Yeah.
said, you got to do it like, you got to work it like Shirley Clark did. She said, Shirley is a co-host because she brings something to the table that is just as important as the main host, who the powers that be may value more, but you are
Mhm.
just as valuable. And without you, that show can't happen. She said, that's how you work it. So the question I have for you, especially as you've seen the industry change a
Mhm.
little, how did you deal with the reality of the opportunities that were available to you at the time when you entered the business? And how did you make it the best it could be, where you now sit and co-drive a show that is listened to nationwide? Like, and did you see that trajectory for yourself?
Well, you know what? First of all, shout out to Karen Lightfoot,
But
one of the dopest producers in the business. Yes. But shout out to Karen. But I didn't necessarily see it at the time, but I knew that in order to make some kind of inroad or stride in the business, you had to just be the best you could be. And not only be the best you could be, you had to make the lead of that show, you had to make him look good at all times. You had to be his alley-oop person, the yin to his yang, whatever, you had to like think. You're the one that had to be on point because they're the star of the show. They're crazy, they're wild, and but you have to make sure that that show hits its marks and do all of those things. So I'm not going to say the job was hard or anything, but it was challenging in that sense because you had to make sure no matter what he looked good. It's not about you, Shirley Clark, at the time. It's not about you. It's really about him, and this is his show, and in that you'll be able to shine because there's no denying that somebody has to be the glue and the the sensible one in the show. Somebody had to do it.
and some of us sit in that seat pretty well. We've both done that with Steve, me
Mhm.
here with him locally and you there.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from working with people. We worked with a lot of the same folks, Doug
Mhm.
Banks and Tom Joyner at the same
Yeah.
station, and Steve. And, I'm going to tell you, all of those guys taught me a lot about how to do my own job. What's the biggest thing working with these larger than life personalities,
Mm-hmm.
and holding your own next to them and watching them do what they do. What's the biggest thing you've learned from them? The biggest lesson about maybe life or work or whatever? Because Lord knows, meeting Steve in my mid-20s, like I feel like a lot of the stuff that ended up in his first book, he tested out on me because I was going through all of that. Like he was like, "No, G, you got to think like this. You got to do like this." And then later, somebody asked me, "What? Like, are you going to get the book?" I was like, "No, I lived it. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. I was in the writing session, so I understand. Yeah, it was, you know what, the biggest lesson that I learned from Steve, let's start with him, had nothing to do necessarily with radio, because he'll tell you when he first came in that I taught him radio. They brought me in his show based on the work that I did with Doug in Chicago, because Steve was wild, you know, Steve was wild and crazy.
Girl, we tried.
So,
we did our best.
They brought me in
still
to bring
is.
him in. Oh, he's still every single day, right? So, but the biggest lesson I learned from him had nothing to do really with radio. It was about me personally, you know, and he taught me a lot about confidence and commitment and the strength of a woman and knowing your value. He taught me things like that, you know, because single parent, I was raised by a single mom, so I didn't have a dad in my life. So Steve was like that big brother, that uncle type. So I will say.
I'm sorry. Say what again? What you said now? Steve was like a big brother, a dad. That ain't what I heard. Allegedly, that's not what I heard. I wouldn't know for sure, but that is not what I had heard, child. Did Sheridan's college get paid for, child? Very cherry. Who paid? Did Sheridan go to college? Who paid for that? That might tell us something. That might tell us something. Lunar Brain Fire Heart said, "Child, Steve couldn't teach me shit." Okay, let's listen, child. Let's hear. I bet now look, let's be clear. Okay. Now I ain't heard that he was like a brother to her, and I ain't hear that he was like a father, but she might have been calling him daddy. Huh? Huh? She may not. Now look. I don't know if he was like a brother. I don't know if he was like a father, but I heard there's a good chance you might have been calling him daddy. But that's just allegedly. That's allegedly, okay? Because I don't know, child. I don't know for sure. But let's listen, child.
That he taught me more about life than it was professional. Now, you know, of course, when you talk about TV and things like that, and I mean, he's the ultimate professional when he wants to be, you know, because number one, above all, it's the jokes and it's the funny, because he's a comedian by, you know, that's his excuse me. That's his trade. That's his profession. He is a professional comedian. So he loves to make people laugh. So, I mean, yeah. And I love for him to make people laugh. And I love that our show makes people laugh as well. But, you know, other than that, yeah, I would say it's the life lessons that I learned from Steve more than anything. And that's what I'm most appreciative of, because he would sit and talk to me for hours about stuff like that, you know, money, all kinds of things, you know, a wealth of knowledge from him.
I told Steve, I ran into him. We did something for the station locally here. You know how you do the stuff for sales folks and everything. And we ended up moderating it. And it was the first time I'd seen him in years. And I told him, you know, he introduced me to my financial planner. And he sat down when I was, and my mom had just passed, or had my mom passed at that point? I think it was right after my mom passed. And he was like, Jean, look, He was like, you got a lot on you. You in your 20s. He said, don't make the mistakes I made. And he introduced me to my financial planner. I'm still with them to this day. And literally, it is the reason why I've been able to have my own business, why I haven't felt at the mercy of the industry, which, you know, often happens for us.
Yeah.
And things like that. But yeah, I would say the same thing. And I'm gonna tell you, and the thing I learned from Doug, since we also shared him, was the fun of work. He was like, how did he put it? He was like, let's go play radio today. And I remember the first time he said that to me, I was like, that's what this is. And I always try to keep that spirit. What's the biggest thing you've learned from the other greats in your life?
Yeah, from Doug. It's funny you recounted that story. One time I remember us, because after the show, we would all go out to breakfast, usually on a daily basis. We would all go out and have a big breakfast. And this one particular day, I wanted to pay for it. And, you know.
Y'all went out to breakfast? Breakfast, huh? Interesting. Breakfast. Hit the like button, please.
So I took my little credit card out and whatever, you know, everything, trying to give it to the waitress. And Doug just, you know, patted my hand and said, no. He said, I got this. He said, when you're fully responsible, fully able, you know, to pay for this, then you can pay for this. You know, in other words, that was a lesson right there. Don't try to, you know, if you can, I just wanted to be nice because he always pays for us.
Right.
You know, I mean, it would have been a struggle for me. I'm not going to lie. It would have been a struggle. But the fact that he recognized that, you know, he saw the intent behind what I was doing. He said, no, I got this. When you can do it, then you do it, you know, because he probably didn't want me saying, Doug, can I borrow a couple of dollars till paycheck? Till payday. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that was a lesson. He said, when you are able to do it, then you do it, you know, not now. I got it now. I'm good.
I love that lesson. It's interesting how we pick up these things along the way, and how people say one thing and how they live ends up inspiring something that sticks with us for going forward. Now, when it comes to, you know, the work itself, your career, even though you have done so many amazing things and worked on all these great shows, and you have all these other projects that you are interested in and do, radio has been this constant in your career and a constant source of excellence for you. Was there ever a moment that you knew that this was the thing that you had to do with your life? Or was there like a point where you were doing something else and it was a turning point where you realized this is a gift that I have and I have to do it this way?
Well, you know, radio, you know, you ask people, what did they want to do? And the question you're asking, you know, when did you decide you wanted to? I've always wanted to do radio, always. Growing up in Chicago, it's hard not to want to do radio because it's such an excellent radio town. It just really is. We had so much beautiful music and all of that. I couldn't sing, I couldn't play an instrument, you know, so why not get on the radio and play other people's music and stuff? And I mean, it's just a city of the greats. I grew up with Herb Kent. You know, how could you not want to be in that little box that Herb Kent was coming out? I mean, you know, it was just in Chicago. That was just a dream of mine growing up there, being in radio. I've always wanted to do it, you know, and we lived such a, my mom raised us very strictly, my brother and I. We couldn't really listen to music on the radio, you know, because of course that was the devil's music, and all of that. So that, you know, when they tell you not to do something, you know, in the morning when my mom would go to work, my brother and I would blast the radio. So, you know, I just became intrigued with it at a very young age, and it's never stopped. It's just never stopped, and I still love it to this day. And radio was here first. You know, it was here before all this other stuff we got going on. And I just love radio. I love it.
Wow. Have you ever?
Y'all are so wrong. Why y'all keep talking about this lady's housing? Okay. Now look, this is February of 2023. Child, she got her apartment now. She got her new place, child. I think Debbie and her are over there. Okay. I'm sure this is her house, her apartment. Okay, wherever she got her own place. She is not over there at Tasha and Ron's. Not now. Okay. Now y'all leave that lady alone. Why y'all keep talking about this financial advice? Huh? What that got to do with anything? Okay, well, I guess it got to do with a lot of things. Was she Bell Towers Mahone? Are you serious? Now that I did not know. Real talk? Interesting. Now, a few months ago, there was an eviction notice that Sylvia came out here and shared, but that got taken care of. From my understanding, that was handled. Okay. Hey, Fly Too Fit Chick. How you doing? Hey, hun. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, interesting. All right, let's listen.
Had any moments where you died? It sounds like the dog is
You
not
hear my
happy.
dog?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Molly!
See, this is why Nesto can't go back there. This is why. See, what had happened was Shirley had to make a choice. Do I keep Nesto in my life or do I keep this dog in my life? Nesto is a dog, but not the right kind of dog. You heard me? So she had to make a choice, and it sounded like the dog wins because Nesto can't be around no damn dog. See, just if y'all forgot, Nesto can't be around dogs. So, okay, let's listen, child.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen to him.
He's talking back. He's like, I want to be on the podcast too. And this is life. This is how life goes.
Bella, it can't be Tasha's dog. She dog sitting. I think this her apartment, child. It's February. Okay. Lunar Brain Cell, 4-legged dog over the 2-legged dog. Pretty much. Pretty much. Wait, what did you just say? Wait. Wait, y'all. I know I didn't realize this. Somebody, Rakia, Doug Banks passed away. Obviously, this is 10 years ago. What? I did not know that. He passed away? I had no freaking idea. Wow. I know okay. Look, I did not know. Wow, I did not know, child. Okay.
Ever a time when you almost gave it up, or where, because the love is one thing, the possibility is something else. And I realize that those of us who've been able to have a career that lasts decades long, like, it's only been in the last few years that I realized, because even though I've made forays into television and come back to radio and things like that,
too.
the foundation is always there, and it is always my first love in the business. No matter how much I love doing all of this other stuff,
things.
the radio thing is where the love is. But I also look at other people who I think are just as talented, if not more talented than I am at this, who are not working in the business for one reason or another. And I go, wow, but for the grace of God, there go I. And so for you, what do you think is the thing that has kept you on this trajectory up? And also with the staying power
That part,
you
Black
have,
Swan.
because our industry
That part.
loves youth, right? Entertainment is a youth-focused industry. And so for us to still be working when we're either coloring the grays or have them, it's a blessing.
Yes, I definitely color mine.
It's a blessing, but it's also about what do you think that special sauce is? Have you ever thought about that? What is that special sauce that keeps you doing it when so many others have not been able to?
Yeah. When you first get into it, it's fun. You do it because of the fun. You do it because of all the perks. We first did it in Chicago. When I first got into radio in Chicago, it was a party every night. It was just so much fun. Every night you're at this party, at that party, you meet all these stars and that was the fun, exciting part about it. But then, You talk to people and they tell you, it's about longevity. What are you going to do? Yeah, this is great now, but you're getting older. Time waits for no man or woman in that instance. So, you just try to, I don't know, you love it, but I guess your values change or whatever. I mean, it's still fun. I work with a great group of people. They're like family. I see them more than I see my family. That makes it fun.
It's fun to see your coworkers and your boss more than you see your family. I wonder why. I wonder why. Okay. I hear you.
And then it's like, this is a platform. This is a platform. You have an obligation, a purpose every morning to get on this radio, make these people laugh, inform them, let them know what's going on in the world. That's my purpose.
Okay, hold on. Y'all ain't right. Y'all are not right in this chat naming all the shit that Nesto can't be around. All right. Now I understand that over at Natives, they talk about all the places Nesto can't go. But y'all are in this chat right now talking about all of the things that Nesto can't be around. Y'all wrong. Y'all are wrong. Wow. 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 Y'all are really wrong. Okay. Ants, butterflies, and frogs? Really? Okay. All right. Hey, the real VB. The date is February of 2023. Nesto's been in jail for 8 months. All right.
Do that, and it's like you kind of take it for granted a little bit if you've been doing it for so long. But when you sit back and think about it, it's a blessing to be able to do this. This is a major platform. We're in so many cities across the country and in the Bahamas and other places as well. So you kind of look at it, like that, I guess. Just be grateful, be grateful, and like you say, you get to do all the other things you like. And it's 4 hours out of your day. It's 4 hours out of your day. I mean, I thought about, leaving one time. Let's see, one time I was going to be, I think not a flight attendant, but a ticket agent at O'Hare.
Girl, stop.
And oh yeah, this was a long time ago now. I think I was in my 20s or something. Yeah, I thought about it. And then I was reading the application. I was like, 9 to 5. Wait a minute, 8 hours a day.
Hold on. Bell Towers My Home said, does that include drawings of animals too? Well, it includes pictures of them motherfuckers. Okay? He got pictures of them. He can't even be around them because he don't know how to act. Jesus. Okay.
Standing on your feet all day. I mean, that's great if that excuse me, if that's what you want to do. Y'all. It's a great job, great gig. But then I was like, I started comparing it to our radio gig, and yeah. I was like, nah. I like radio. 4 hours a day, and you get out there, you service the people, and you go on with your day. So that's why. And then, I'm going to go back to something we did talk about earlier. We talked about money and how women don't make as much. And so every time my contract came up, I was in a fight to the death to get, a few extra dollars here and there. And one time I was threatening to quit really badly. But my mother told me, God rest her soul, that my grandmother told her, if you can't make a dime, make a nickel.
Here's my question. When did her mother pass away? And I wonder of what? And the reason why I'm asking that is because, as I mentioned, Shirley was older when she had Sheridan. And that makes her mother even older, correct? At a minimum, her mother was in her 60s, late 60s. And, you know, I shouldn't say at a minimum because she could have had Shirley young. It's possible. But let's just give her 20 years. So to send your infant to live with your 60-plus-year-old mother, it's interesting. Okay?
So that has driven me. You know, if that has driven me. You know, if you can't make a dime, you got more. You didn't get what you wanted, but you did get more. So if you can't make a dime, make a nickel. Okay.
And I love that.
Did you tell Nesto that? Did you tell Nesto that if he can't make a dime, take your ass over there to get a job so you can at least contribute a motherfucking nickel? Yeah, that's the least your ass could do. Okay, let's listen.
I love that one because when I first started, I remember it reminds me of something an older entrepreneur told me, a more experienced entrepreneur told me. He was like, you know, when you talk about having people invest in your business or partnering with people to do things and you fear about giving up something or whatever, he was like, remember that 20% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
There you go. There you go.
And that sounds exactly like, but I love that, you know.
Are y'all still doing this? Flies. He can't be around flies and ants. He can't be around mosquitoes. Huh? Huh? Hey, where's Black Swan at? Black Swan, do you know he probably can't even be around your ass because your name got Swan in it? Huh? I'm just asking. Whew.
So if you can't get the dime, get the nickel. Because
yes.
Was that why you
great.
were looking for the ticket agent job? Because you needed some more money?
Well, you know, because I was so angry, you know, and I was so mad. It was like,
Sonya B.
I'll just quit. I can do other things, you know, all of that. And then when I started comparing the two, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm built for that. I'm just not built for it. You know, I'm not built for that. So that's how that happened. Yeah. But so, yeah, I took the nickel instead of the dime. And here I am.
Oh, Lord. Native Tribe Urban Media is here. Yeah. What did he say? Huh? What this fool say? He can't go see Swan Lake, but he has front row seats at the Nutcracker. You nasty. Look, you wrong. You wrong. Y'all put some flames in the chat for my friend, Native Tribe Urban Media, huh? He a mess, though. Jesus. Okay, let's get back into it. Oh, wait, would you say that, dude? That's still gonna be, if you can't steal a dime, steal a nickel. That's it. Pretty much that dude. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's listen.
100 years later.
Right. Rubbing together way more than just a couple nickels and dimes. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say right now, sister. But you know, too, I remember there was a time in my career, and I used to tell people, because I was working so many other jobs so that I could afford my rent and to do other things, to do my radio. I used to tell people that little remember temp agencies and stuff? I was always at the temp agencies. And but one of my friends was like, well, you know, you on the radio, why you? Because listen, that's supporting my radio habit. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it flipped. But I remember Bonnie DeShawn saying to me one time, one time saying to me, she was like, girl, listen, it's a gift when you could pay your rent and your car note off the same check. She was like, sometimes you got to split them. And
Shirley. I don't know if this applies to you because you weren't paying your rent and your car notes off the same check. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay.
It's all about perspectives, and I've always had somebody there to say something like your mama said to you that her grandmother said to her. And those moments are so important. And you give out a lot of good advice too, Miss Strawberry. Even
About what? About what exactly? Huh? We don't want to. She over here talking about, well, I mean, Jean is talking about it's nice to be able to pay your rent and your car note off one check. And I don't know if Shirley understands what that's about. Let Sonya tell it. Nesto was taking care of her, wasn't the other way around. Jesus. Baptized ass said she stopped smiling for there for a second. It was triggering. Yeah. A little triggered. Probably. Sister to sister. Shirley's mom probably said Shirley was hard-headed, a slow learner. You know what? Here's the thing. Another reason why I was asking about when her mother passed away, because I would bet you that if Nesto did try Sheridan, I was about to say Sheridan. If Nesto did try Sheridan, which I believe he did, allegedly, this is my belief, okay? I believe that he did. And if he did, I bet if she told her grandmama would have taken action or got in Shirley's ass about it. So that's unfortunate that baby lost the one main support system that she had in her life. I really feel bad about that. That's sad. All right, let's listen.
Wrote a book about it and had a podcast about it and things.
I did.
And you're kind about it.
Huh?
It's no nonsense, but you're kind, and you hear some crazy stories. What other than the dime for the nickel, what's the best advice you've ever gotten? And then how do you use that to approach giving advice? Because you do it on a regular basis now.
And let me say this real quick. The title that Jean gave this video is If You Can't Make a Dime, Make a Nickel, which is, what we just heard from Shirley. And my thought is, this couldn't be furthest from the truth of her life in this moment. God, my God. Wowzers. Okay, let's listen.
The best advice I've ever gotten was probably from my mom. And she just, I was going through a challenge. I was having my daughter at the time, and I freaked out totally because, I have that claustrophobia, anxiety situation going on. And I just freaked out. I freaked out. I mean, really, in the delivery room, I couldn't take it. So my mother, y'all
are really cutting up in this damn chat today. Lunar Brain said, should have titled it Rubbing Two Nickels. Rubbing two nickels together. Jesus. Sister to sister. Now. Who's taking advice from Shirley? Ay. All right, let's listen, child.
Grabbed me and was like, look, where is your faith? Where is your faith? And when she said that to me, something clicked in my head. And it was like, you know what? You're right. You can't talk about having faith and, doing all these things if you don't exercise it in those trying times, in those challenging times. And so that was 26 years ago. My daughter just made 26. And from that day to this, that always drives me. It's like, where's your faith? Are you going to step out on faith? And all this. So basically that's it. My faith is really strong. And you only need the faith of a mustard seed, right? The size of a mustard seed. So yeah, that was that was really good faith. I mean, really good advice about faith that my mom gave me.
Listen, God only needs us to love him a little bit, and he'll do the rest.
Right.
Once I realized that,
girl, I had that baby like it was nothing. After she told me that, because it really clicked in my head. It's like, yeah, this is it. You can't talk about faith and do all the and say you're this and you're that, and then when the time comes for you to do it, and then you're a punk. No.
How does that play out though when things happen? Because I know a lot of times when we have a crisis,
Hold on.
or when we
You know
have
what?
those.
Your husband was a punk. Your husband was a whole punk right in front of you. You ain't make him a man up. Huh? Ay, okay.
Moments like you did in childbirth, which is a life-changing, life-altering, painful situation. But a lot of times when we hit a crisis, we do forget our foundation sometimes, because it feels like it's been swept up from under us. Do you have any sort of ritual or thing that brings you back to remembering where's my faith?
Yeah, not a ritual, not a ritual, but I will say this.
What?
You know how people say breathe, breathe, breathe. I actually do that. I actually try and center myself and take a couple of deep breaths, because I mean, we're in this business. We talk to people all the time, but we still get nervous. We still, we're still human and all of that. I was nervous about coming on your show today. So, I was, but you was, but you have
let's be clear. She was nervous to come on this show because she didn't know what Jean knew and what Jean was going to ask her. Now, I'm sure she probably had the whole discussion. Bell Towers, my home said, not was a punk, is a punk. Okay. And I don't mean, when I say punk, I'm not talking about reference to a sexuality, but I am talking about the fact that this nigga punked out every time he thought about getting a job. You know what I mean? He punked out. You punked out too, Shirley, when you didn't get a fucking divorce after that wedding night. Okay. But that's neither here nor there. Okay.
To just take a moment to breathe. You have to just, it's going to be all right. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't take yourself so seriously. Take what you do seriously, but don't take yourself so seriously. It's okay. It's okay. Even if you make a mistake, that's okay too. That's okay. Well, in today's society, if you make a mistake, you might get canceled, so these are different times, but you got to take that moment. That's what I do. If I'm just really, really, like frantically nervous, I'm going to just, okay, wait a minute now, just breathe. And then you'll calm down. You'll calm down a bit. So that's it for me.
Is that how you approach giving the advice that you do with the strawberry letter? Like, do you ever look at that and go, what am I going to tell this human being?
All the time. What the what? Your husband did what?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about the letters I always say, first of all, they're not made up. First of all, people think they're made up.
Yes, we do. We think they're made up, okay? We think that they are fake ass letters. Yes, we do. Everybody, and let me say this. Native made a statement the other day talking about those letters being fake, and he made a very good point. He's like, so you mean to tell me that every single person that writes in, they have the same style of communication as all the others. You know what I'm saying? Of all the others. That's very coincidental, don't you think? Because, look, y'all don't all write the same in this motherfucking chat. We supposed to believe that all these people write the same over there on them letters? Do they all know each other? Huh? They must know each other, child. Girl, okay. See, she already lying. Now, look, you, girl, that's my opinion now. Hit that like button.
They're not made up. No.
Nobody can make that up. I listen.
Excuse me?
As a radio,
Sure. Somebody can make that shit up. Absolutely they can. Girl.
Imagination. Yeah.
I know how to tell when something's made up. And I was like, I would know it. None of us would ever even think of that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Kingdom of Kush Empire said, who is writing letters in 2020? And this is back in 2023. Who is writing letters in 2023? Who is writing letters in 2013? Shit, I don't know nobody was writing letters in 2003. So child, bye. Stop it. Quit it. Don't play in my face.
How could you? You can't make this stuff up.
Oh, okay.
And so, you approach it and it makes you feel like, okay, well, my life isn't this. It might be this, but it's not that. Okay.
Huh?
So I really try to.
What is your life? Girl, are you honest about at this point, you wasn't even honest about your life. Talking about my life ain't this. No, your life was probably worse than most of them motherfucking letters because we got to know Nesto. So we know it couldn't have been good. And you knew it wasn't going to be good that night after y'all got married and this nigga did not come home. I'm sorry, he didn't even make it to the hotel. And you were planning brunch and he hadn't returned. I know you lying. Child.
To figure out some way to help these people. I really do. This is not my particular situation, but let me try to, really look at these people and see if I can help them, and you know what? I'm going to tell you something. That's how you mentioned Steve's books earlier. This is how Steve's books came about because when we were doing the strawberry, excuse me, I told you I'm a little congested. When we were doing the strawberry letters every day, what we noticed was just a pattern of women who had low self-esteem, who had, who didn't know their value, didn't know their worth, and to be quite frank and honest, I was one of those women. There was a time when, I had no confidence. I had low self-esteem. I didn't know my value, my worth. I didn't.
Shirley, as you are speaking in this moment, you have low self-esteem. You did not value yourself and you did not know your own worth. In fact, I think you had amnesia from the moment you met that nigga that you married. Okay? You didn't even remember it before you got married. Ma'am, this is the face of low self-esteem. Shirley, this is the face of low self-esteem, sis. You were still with this nigga, emptying your pockets while you didn't even have money for shoes. Girl, I'm gonna need you to stop it. What you say, Sleepy Lyra? That's a nice pic of you, fine as cat. Fine as cat's whiskers, hairs, or whatever he said. Thought of you earlier when your man Richard Lawson was on Good Times as Raymond. You know what? I saw a clip the other day. Literally, I think it was earlier this week. And it was a scene of him was he on All My Children? Huh? Was he on All My Children or something like that? He was on a soap opera back in the day, and I saw a clip of him on there. Richard Lawson's a good-looking man and has always been good-looking. Yes. Shout out to Richard Lawson. Yep. Sure enough. Okay. All right. Let's listen.
So maybe that's, some of why I can take these letters and get in these women's heads and figure out what they're thinking and how they're feeling and try and help them. Maybe that could be, one of the reasons. But I honestly want to help these people if they can help. But yeah, there are lots of letters that come in and I don't know. I have no idea what to tell you, lady. There was this one woman I remember. She she had this dress on, this wide dress at the bottom, and it was windy this day and the wind was blowing and she never wore underwear
Uh-huh.
and the wind blew her dress up
Mm-hmm.
and she was just out there for all the world to see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what am I going to tell her? You knew you had on a big dress.
You should no. You knew you didn't had no drawers on with your nasty ass. That's what you should have told her. What the hell? That would have been the first thing out my motherfucking mouth. What you talking about? What am I gonna tell her? Is that even a real statement? Why is she writing into you? I'm curious. Why in the hell? What kind of relationship advice is that? Oh, girl. You're just really gonna make me work on this damn interview, Shirley. Okay, Jesus. Bell Towers, my home, says Steve. Mr. Potato Head has high self-esteem. Child, fuck him. I'm trying to understand why Shirley didn't have more self-esteem. Because right here, she didn't, because her nigga was in jail and had been there 8 months, and that was his third time there, or fourth. I don't know. Okay. He had done 19 cycles by this time. Ay.
You knew you didn't have any underwear. You knew the wind was blowing. What am I going to tell her?
Man, that was a choice. That was a
Yeah.
deliberate choice.
Thank
Whether
you.
you admit it or not, that was a deliberate choice. And there
you,
actually
Mama.
some things there are no answers for, right?
And I don't care. Put some panties on,
Even a tongue, ma'am. Just a little tongue.
Yeah,
Like, do
something.
something. Do
Yeah,
something
right.
out there.
And what are you writing us about? What are you writing us this for? It's just.
Because she wanted you
But
to know.
anyway, yeah, we get some crazy letters. But yeah, I think, life experience, you do bring life experience into these letters. You have to. There was a point where, between marriages, how can you, people would say, how can you, Shirley, give advice? You're not married, or you've never been married, or blah, 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 blah. Well, that's exactly why I can.
Ma'am. That seems wild, hearing coming out of your mouth at this moment. That's wild. She wilding out over here. What the hell's going on? Huh? Wait a minute. You was wilding out right about now. And for the last 10 years since the wedding night. What is you talking about, girl? Okay.
Because I can tell you, maybe now from my bad marriage to this marriage, what I did to contribute. I didn't blame anyone else. I looked at myself. That was, a lot of deep self-searching and all of those things. So yeah, life experience a lot of times is, what we do with those letters. We're not psychologists, psychiatrists, anything like that. We just try to give common sense advice. What would we do in these situations, basically?
But the thing that's beautiful about that, because that's kind of at the core of what I've realized with fearless authenticity. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think that this journey that I'm on now kind of started with Steve, because Steve was like, you the gift, you're the one. And I think many of us in the business, especially as women, because we get beat up so much, that many of us have these moments of, even if we have good self-esteem, we may not know our worth because we're not paid our worth. And when we ask for it, we're told we're not worth it. And all those things. And we equate that worth with our value, and it gets all twisted,
Yeah.
because I've had those challenges as well. And even though people find that hard to believe, because we still get up and smile and get in front of the camera or get on the radio and do that job, they don't realize there are other things that go with it.
Okay. Native Tribe Urban Media says, so someone wrote Steve Harvey to say that she went into the streets with no underwear and the wind blew up her dress. She can't even replicate the fake letters. First of all, who is vetting this shit? Somebody's supposed to be vetting this shit. Huh? Why would somebody even let that damn letter come in there? Child, crazy pants. Okay, just crazy pants. Okay, let's listen.
What does
And we
it
look
mean?
good doing it. Yeah.
Right?
We try to
Right?
look good doing it. Yes, all of that.
But what does it mean to you to bring your whole self to your work? Because that is something you've always done. You've been really honest, and especially on Steve's show. And I think
Yeah.
Steve also encourages and allows that space for it to happen, but it's also your choice. And I think
Yeah.
there was a point in time, especially when you first started in the industry, because it was still like that when I was there, when many of our colleagues wouldn't share anything about their
Right.
personal
My
lives
God.
for
Nothing.
fear of being seen a certain way or wanting to be seen a different way and what they had created. So what does it mean to you to share your full life with your audience? I mean, your husband now, Ernesto, proposed to you on the show, and that's still one of my favorite moments, Shirley, because
Shirley just laughing. She just, girl, you better act. I know she got a image award, but what she get it for? Acting, leading lady in a tragedy, huh? Or squeeze me, huh? What she get that damn image award for? Cause she over here just smiling from ear to ear. Girl, I would throw up every time they talked about that damn wedding. Jesus.
it's like, because it's our age, and it's still that love and the I mean, girl, like literally, like you live in dreams, ma'am. But
Yeah.
what does it mean to bring all of that to to your show and your public life?
Yeah, well, I'm going to say this. I don't share everything because my mom always told me, you don't have to tell everything, Shirley.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Cause I mean, yeah, you can't tell everybody everything, especially when you're married to Nesto. Okay? Especially then. Jesus. Oh gosh. Yes, Lady Dimples. Girl, bye. Okay? Girl, bye. All right, let's listen.
So, you do keep some things for yourself, of course. But I mean, because we are you, the people that we broadcast, that are listeners, we're them, we're them. We just have a different type of job. They're going to their jobs.
Yeah.
We're taking them to their jobs. We're at our jobs,
Uh-huh.
So it's like, I want people to be able to relate to me. And if they can't relate to me, then they won't listen.
Now, that's true. If they really knew what the hell was going on and they examined your life and then theirs, yeah, then they would realize there's no comparison at all. Because they ain't married to Nesto.
So you got to be transparent. You got to tell, about
what? I know you lying. Girl, bye. Is she serious right now, Joe? Is she playing with me? A lot of people been playing in my face, and here she go. And why what? Say what now? Okay.
If there's a letter, for instance, to come in about domestic abuse, I was in an abusive relationship. I can speak on that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to relate to your audience, and your audience, of course, has to be able to relate to you. Otherwise, what's the point in listening? If these people are just going to be strangers to you forever, you want them to feel like they can come to you and talk to you, and and all of these things. I'm them.
And I think we would all be so much better off if
Oh my
all of
God.
us brought a little bit more. Maybe not everything. You don't have to,
Yeah.
like you said, some things are for you and for
Yes.
your private part. There is a boundary for that.
Right.
I want to know, did she tell Gene Sparrow that Nesto was in that motherfucking jailhouse when she did this interview? Now I got a feeling Gene Sparrow would never say anything, or stay away from it. But I'm just wondering, you over here skinning and grinning, sis, and I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand how we got here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shirley, if people knew what you were dealing with in a relationship, there is no way in hell they would be listening to you. Unless it's just simply for entertainment purposes only. And that's what makes me believe that the shit is made up. My God. Native Tribe Urban Media, did she borrow the potato sack from Mr. Potato Head's ass? My God. What is going on with you today? What's wrong with you? I don't think I have ever had to send Native Tribe Urban Media to the bell tower. I don't think I have. What is going on here? 2 times? 2? Wow. Wow. My Nesto voice. Okay, let's listen. Y'all, get him to somebody time out Native Tribe Urban Media.
But
Right.
I think a lot of times people forget that people just are people, and that
Yeah.
whether we're
Hey,
working
Jay Jammin.
together at whatever our job is, or we're doing something where you're consuming the content we create, or listening, or watching, or whatever it is you do, that we're just human too. And I love when we have those moments to be able to make that happen. And I wish,
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why I do this podcast and why I talk about the stuff I talk about, because I feel like that's when things change.
Southside Chi-Town. You can't send Native to the tower. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, sure, I can. Look, there are times when I want to send him to the tower when I'm not even live. Okay? He typically behaves during the show, but after the show, I wish we were live so I would have my damn bell tower. So the fact that he is cutting up during the show is just, it's out of character. Southside Chi-Town, get him. Get him. Jesus. Excuse me, bell tower is my home. Native Tribe Urban Media. The hookah lounge and restaurant is open at the tower. Native. Nave said, that's so true. It is. Showing your ass. I'm doing a show, sir. Golly. Wow. Okay. Let's get back into it. Let's listen to how Shirley is the best person ever to give advice about relationships and finances and shit. Okay. And wearing draws. Shirley could barely afford draws at this time, but that is neither here nor there. I digress.
There and people, this didn't happen initially. You talked about that earlier. We're in the keep it real stage now, if you want to use that term. And that's what we try to do. We just try to be as real as we possibly can. That's it. Maybe not initially when we first got into the business, but be yourself, be authentic, be yourself. It's okay. It's all right. Know.
Is that what you do, Shirley? Were you being yourself these last 10 years? I'm talking about in that moment. Had you, sis, damn near 10 at this point. Ma'am, were you being yourself? Were you being authentic? Were you being relatable? Were you telling the truth? Did you know what you was talking about? Did you need to be giving people motherfucking advice? Huh?
And that's
go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you have to say, ma'am.
No. I mean, that was pretty much it. Be yourself, be more comfortable with yourself. And then I think that by doing that, then there'll be a lot more Jean Sparrows out there. There'll be a lot more Shirley Strawberries out there,
Right.
And we can continue this cycle, just continue, raising these young ladies and, letting them be who they are and be confident and be strong. And, and it's nothing wrong with that. And that's what you want. That's what you want. It's so funny because when I see people, sometimes now people will run up to me and say, "Oh my God, Shirley Strawberry, I've been listening to you since I was a little kid." And some people will get offended by that. And I'll just say, "Are you one of my children? I raised you." You say, "Yes."
Girl, you didn't even raise Sheridan. That would not be the analogy I would offer up. Ma'am, you ain't even raised Sheridan. Okay, child.
So it's cool. That's a good thing. That's it. It's an okay thing. We don't stay young forever. We're going to age. My thing has always been age gracefully. Just age gracefully. That's it. That's all. Just age gracefully. Keep doing it till you can't do it anymore. That's it.
What are your secrets to aging gracefully? What are the things you tell yourself? Because you know what, I'm gonna tell you, the first time somebody came up to me and said, "I grew up listening to you," it was a shock to me. But then I realized, I was like, wait a minute, I was probably only a few years older than you when I was on the air, because I started when I was like 20, and I'm like, wait a minute. But now I'm responsible for having talked to a generation of young people. And like the weight of that, like even though I always wanted to put out good stuff, that moment, Shirley, was life-changing for me, because I was like, wait a minute, I've been pouring into people, young people, because you think about it, talking to people your own age, and you forget that kids listen to you. And that really changed, even though I think it didn't change the content of what I was talking about, because I'm still me. It also made me realize how important every word I said was.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at. You are raising these people. This is your purpose, your responsibility. And we make it sound fun, and we're on there, cracking jokes and laughing, but you are responsible. These people are listening to you. That is, that's heavy. That is, when you really think about it.
It is.
So
it really is heavy, especially when they listening to you, sis. Native Tribe Urban Media said, Ty the jeweler, she has never called me to bring a ring back.
So while you don't, you just want to be responsible, and And all of that, still be authentic, still keep it real, keep it 100, all of
Ah!
that. But know that you still have a responsibility. Are you their parent? No, neither is the teacher.
You're not even Sheridan's parent. Shirley, were you keeping it real? Ma'am, were you keeping it real at golly, my God, today.
That when they go to school, neither is she, but there is a responsibility. They have to teach that student, and we have a responsibility as well. So when I am speaking, when I am on the radio, my audience is always in my mind, because I do radio as if I were a listener. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell well, you're in radio, so what will the listener think? I could say it this way, but it may get a different or better reaction if I say the same thing another way, because you always have your audience in top of mind when you do radio, because you want them to be entertained and, like I say, informed. You want them to be.
And your service in our industry, I think, has always been, because you did it with Doug, you do it with Steve, being committed to the community, not just extracting listeners from the community and saying, these are the things I want you to listen to and be a part of, but pouring back into it. I mean, from book drives to honoring women and teachers to doing the work you've done for, speaking on domestic abuse, feeding folks who need it. I mean, and I always know that has been a thing with Steve, but that's the thing that, and when I say a thing, I mean an important priority and a passion. And your partnership, especially in LA, because I think in Chicago, that's always been sort of baked into our media scene, at least at GCI when we were there.
Yeah.
But when you went to LA, you brought that with you. And I don't necessarily know if that was there to that extent. And you guys have continued it the same way Tom did nationally, and so on and so forth. What's so important to you about that portion of your work? Because it sounds like it's a continuation from how you think about your on-air service.
Yeah. You mean giving back? It's just important in any profession. If you reach a certain level in life, give back. That's all. That doesn't take much. Give of your time, give of your finances if you can.
And you couldn't. Native Tribe Urban Media says she is on her way to take that hoodie back to JCPenney when she gets done with this interview. Oh my God. You're really on the roll tonight, aren't you, sir? You're really just full steam ahead, huh? No. Wow. Oh, shit. I don't know. Did somebody time him out yet? What the fuck is going on?
Just whatever you can do. It's Christmas coming. If you know some kids that are in the need of toys, just bless others. You're a blessing, bless others. That's the most simple way I can put it. You got to have a heart for people, and to give back and to want them to see those smiles on their faces and just all of that, that's so rewarding. It just is. It's a feel good moment. And that's just what it's all about,
Some people don't take it though. And that's the thing that I always find interesting is that we have to have these conversations because somebody's not making that choice. And I always am interested at what motivates people for it, because we all have our own motivations and reasons why we give of ourselves. But, it's like that heart of service is a very different approach to life.
Yeah.
And and I always wonder, what happens to make it missing sometimes for some folks. So I always like to ask for the
Yeah.
people who it's so present.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be upbringing. It could be just, you're just selfish.
Huh?
You're just not a good person.
Like your husband? Huh? Like your husband, child?
Shirley Strawberry with the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
Excuse me? These people, now they wilding. Now they wilding out. They are really, really doing a lot. They wilding. Did she say Shirley with the truth? Girl. Somebody put girl bye in the chat. Please, somebody, anybody, everybody, put. Okay, forget it.
With the honest to God truth. Lord.
Yeah.
Shirley,
That's it.
listen, girl, I have two questions I always ask people as
Okay.
I wrap up the podcast.
Mhm.
So the first
Wrap it
one
up.
is,
We just
I
got
know.
here.
Oh my.
Girl, look, we've been talking for
my.
a minute.
Have a good time.
really? Okay.
Yes, I love that it has flown by for you, though.
Yeah, it has. It has. It
And
really
you know
has.
what? Before I ask my last two questions,
Mhm.
is there anything you want to share that nobody has ever asked you before that I haven't thought to ask you about today?
Yes. Why the fuck did you marry Nesto? That's the question of the night. How and why did you marry Nesto? That, my dear, that's the question. Yeah, we need that answer. Okay? Oh, girl. Did y'all say girl bye? Okay. We need girl bye all through up and down this shit because this is too much. I can't do this by myself. Okay? I can't say it every time. I'm gonna lose my voice. Like that lady told me in the DM. Okay? Oh God. Oh God.
You can ask me, how does it feel to be a grandmother?
How does it feel to be a grandmama? A
How is
Mimi?
Yeah,
a
Mimi.
Zima?
Huh?
They call me Mimi. It's, you know what? It's the best thing in the whole wide world. When my daughter first told me she was pregnant, I thought I was going to die. I really, really did.
Okay.
Thought I was
That
going
was
to die.
tested
I'll
at
let
age
you have that.
gracefully, huh?
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
And one of the first things I said to her was like, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
You don't even know if I was ready to be a grandmother.
Oh. Wait a minute. Why? Because it took you forever to be ready to be a mother? Because from what I've been told, you didn't want to be that. So if it was left up to you, you wouldn't even had no damn grandchildren because you didn't want. Let me stop.
I'm not old enough to be a grandmother. Turns out I am, though. Imagine that.
How about that?
But yeah, it's just so wonderful. I have a granddaughter, Jade, who's 7, and a grandson, Max, who's 5, and they're the joy of my life.
Okay.
That's all I can say. It feels wonderful to be a grandmother. And I just I can't see them enough. I can't hug them enough. I can't buy them enough. I can't spoil them enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I want to dig into this a little more. Hold up, we're gonna talk a little longer now.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is that tie into aging gracefully and finding and bringing into the world another generation and passing on and enjoying them a different way. How did becoming a grandmother affect how you saw yourself and how you
let's hear
move in
this.
the world and how you work and how you are Shirley Strawberry? Like it's this other identity that gets added on to who you are, in addition to wife and mother and powerhouse on the radio.
Let's be clear. To be quite honest, she is not a wife. I mean, like technically, technically, she not even married to that nigga right now. Cause why? Somebody put it in the chat. I missed it, but he still Edith's wife. Who said that? Who said that? Cause I saw it in the chat. Who has said that? Huh? Who husband is Nesto? Nesto Edith's husband, child. Okay. Who put that in there? Tell me you put it in there, child. And I'm going to give you full credit because I'm not stealing it, but you made a good damn point. And she wasn't even really married then. And she damn sure hadn't been the traditional mother. Because she didn't want to be that either. Okay? She did. You see how somebody who didn't want to be a mother is excited about being a grandmother. You see what I'm saying? It's like you just skip right over. I mean, I'm just saying. You skip right on over into the grandparent thing, and you're probably trying to make up for all the shit that, you know, the distance you had while Sheridan was growing up. Okay.
Okay, Jean, you got me. Okay,
Okay.
full transparency.
Come on,
I
bring
was
it.
Pissed
Okay.
at first.
Let me say this about that. I ain't got no problem with her being pissed. I don't have any problem with her being pissed. I know when I told my mom I was pregnant, she was pissed for about an hour and a half. Okay. My mama was tough. She was strict. You know, she raised hell. But when I got pregnant, you know, I told people, I called her at work because I was scared. Okay. I was scared to tell her. Now I'm 21 years old at this point, but I was scared to tell my mama. Okay. And when I told her, she was very disappointed. She was mad for about an hour and a half. Then next thing I know, she want to make sure I'm eating good and I'm comfortable. And she calling every damn day. Did you eat? Because I wasn't living at home at the time. I was in the city. I was on campus, actually, because at this time I was going to Ohio State. I didn't have a car. So, you know, I called her at work, told her my ass was pregnant. And then when she got home that night, she told my daddy to go get me. And he did, and she fussed about 45 minutes. So it was about 45 minutes before I got there, she was pissed. And then the other 45 once I arrived. And she didn't cuss me out, but she expressed her concern and anger. And then she got over it. You see what I'm saying? Let me say this real quick before she goes into telling me some shit right here. Before she starts talking about that. No, let me let her talk. Let me let her say what she got to say.
I really, really was. What do you mean I'm a grandmother? What? I can't be I'm too young. All of that.
You weren't too young. You was 40-something years old when you had Sheridan. Okay? You was 40-something years old, ma'am. Huh? So if you're 40-something years old and then this child turn, you know, adult age. I don't know when she got pregnant. Again, I'm really confused about her age because I've heard a couple different ages where Sheridan was concerned. But you were already late having the baby. That was a geriatric baby. Okay, no fucking doubt about it. So how the hell are you gonna be too young to be a grandparent? Shit, you had your grandchild. You birthed your grandchild. Yo old ass. Girl, stop. You thought you was too young because you wasn't ready to be a mama and you knew you wasn't ready to be a grandmother. Let me say this about that whole thing about being a mama and people saying, look, I respect the folks who, you know, have had experiences where it was best that their mother allowed someone else to raise a child. And, but I disagree wholeheartedly that just because on the front end you think you didn't want a child and then you have to keep your child and raise your child while you may not have wanted to do it initially, It's an adjustment that can be made. And just because you didn't want to raise them and you had to raise them doesn't mean you're going to abuse them. There's no rule of thumb that says me not wanting to raise my child, but yet forced to raise my child will equal abuse. It's just, it's not that way across the board. In fact, child, there's more babies out here unplanned than the ones that are planned. Especially in our community, unfortunately. You got more motherfuckers who find out they pregnant instead of trying to get pregnant. Do you understand me? So, ma'am. Oh, God. Okay. Let me go. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Okay, we're going to get right. We're about right here. Let me see.
You know, just whatever you can do. You know, it's Christmas coming. If you know some kids that have that are in the need,
hold on.
to be just, you know, you're just selfish.
Yes, selfish.
You're just not a good person.
Yeah, we heard that part. Were we down here? Let's see.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
It's this other identity that gets added on.
Let's listen to this part
who
again.
You are, in addition to wife and mother and, you know, powerhouse on the radio.
Okay, Jean, you got me. Okay, full transparency. I was pissed at first.
Fair. That's fair.
I really, really was. What do you mean I'm a grandmother? What?
Yeah.
I can't be I'm too young, all of that.
No, you didn't want to be a grandmother because you did first. You got to want to be a mama. So this was not far off from understanding once you know that first part. Ooh, they're going to be mad today. They're going to cuss me out again in the comment section. I don't give a fuck. This is my opinion. This is my channel. We talking about the Nesto case. This is his ex-wife, kind of, sort of, okay? His pretend ex-wife. Now, let's get back into it.
All of that. I did not. This is full transparency.
Okay.
Jean Sparrow.
Yeah.
This might be an exclusive, too.
Okay.
Oh, I did not even mention that I had grandkids on the radio for at least a year.
Shirley. Girl, that's fucked up. That is a year. You kept your grandchildren a secret for a year?
It took you that long to make peace with that?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's too much. That's too much. That is too much, ma'am. You couldn't make peace with these babies you can't love enough, spoil enough, hug enough. Now. Okay. But y'all mad at me. They mad at me, y'all. They mad at me. Please hit the like button. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for at least a year. Not because, mainly, and my daughter will probably kill me, but mainly because I was ashamed because she wasn't married. I was embarrassed because she wasn't married. And, you know, we weren't raised like that. So I had to grapple with all of those things, you know.
You were upset that the child you did not raise sought love outside of the home when she couldn't get it from her mama, like most people can. Y'all want me to believe that this lady right here is a wonderful person and is not a selfish person, and is a good mama, but she didn't raise the baby, and she didn't want the grandbabies. And somehow the choices that your daughter made, you recognize are a reflection of you, but you still denied these babies. It's not cool. It's not cool for her to get pregnant without being married, but it's okay for you to potentially, allegedly be sleeping with married. I can say it, this ain't allegedly. You was sleeping with a married man. I think if you was fucking Nesto at a minimum, but I heard you was messing with some other husbands too. Now that's alleged. I don't know if it's true, but they say they worked at the office. Now that's what I had heard. I heard that they work at the office and you was getting it in at the office with some married men. Yeah, with some married men. But you worried about the fact that the woman you didn't raise, the young lady that didn't get the type of love and attention from her own mother, and it sounds like her own father too. Child, I ran across a short that Nyla did today when I was going through scrolling, looking up Shirley Strawberry stuff and Sheridan stuff. It came up a short that Nyla did when she sat with Tasha K once, and Nyla mentions that there's something weird going on with the father of Sheridan. It's almost as if he's a secret. It's almost as if the man listed on the birth certificate may not be her actual father. Like, who is her father? Does she have a relationship with him? I mean, she got the last name Strawberry. I thought she was married to him at the time, but they act like, the way I heard it, something ain't right with the birth certificate. Huh? Wait a damn minute, Miss Mad About Music. Girl, stop lying. You didn't even go see your grandson while he was in the hospital having surgery, allegedly. But she's a great person. Okay? No, this is not true. She is not a selfish, not a kind and thoughtful person. Look, if your daughter doesn't get that attention, I'm not surprised that she didn't go see her grandchild. I mean, she just said she denied that these babies were even born for a year. Huh? Are we serious right now? Are we serious right now? But the people are mad at me. The people are mad at me because of what this lady told me last Sunday, and I came out here and shared it, and it sounds like this shit right here, this interview right here, it sounds very, very familiar. Huh? Bell Tower is my home, my love. She said, how would you mention you had grandkids for a year if they 2 years apart? You would have only had one at the time. Absolutely. So does she mean she denied him for 3 years? You know what I'm saying? I thought about it too. I thought, well, maybe she meant the first year when the first grandbaby was born, but she said them. So you're right. She did say them. I did not tell anyone about them. So you are correct. So if them have to be born and a year has to pass, we talking about 3 years? Did she deny these babies? Oh, she's wonderful. I love her. She's so sweet. Thank you, Bell Tower is my home. And then here you come again. Here you come again. But you're not embarrassed by what you married. Half-ass married. Half-ass married. Hell. the marriage seems to have not been consummated for a minute, because he wasn't even at the damn hotel the night the shit happened. Make sense. Girl, Shirley. Thank you, Bell Towers, my home. Oh my gosh. Virgo Callie, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for playing this interview that I requested. Much love. Thank you for requesting it, Virgo Callie. I appreciate you. Mwah. And I'm so glad you did, because, baby, this shit right here did not age well. No, you know what I mean? Some of this shit she's saying, like, how you got to have high self-esteem, and why it's important, and why she makes the choices she does, and how it is she can give the advice to these people. She's qualified, she said. See, it didn't age well, because when we found out later that you was married to Nesto, all this shit was out the damn water. It's off the cliff over here. Child, baby, stop it. Stop it.
And then I had my mom in my ear. She was embarrassed because my daughter was with my mom for a lot of the time, because our working hours are so crazy.
Oh, that's why. That's not what I heard. I heard that she was with your mother all of the time. I heard that she lived with your mother from the time she was an infant until the time she turned 18 years old. If it's a lie, that's what I was told. Shirley, you know who told me. You already know who told me. Okay? We're not gonna play this game. No. Your mother was probably embarrassed that her daughter was disowning her, and her daughter rather, and now is up in arms about the child. I'm sure your mother was doing the best she could as an elderly woman trying to raise a young lady. But it seems that while she was probably doing the best that she could, it sounds like you were still out here on fuck shit and did not want to own up to the fact that you had grandchildren. I'm sure your mother, I'm sorry, I keep saying, I meant Sheridan's grandmother. I'm sure she was disappointed and she was hurt, because she can tell, see, folks just don't go out and get pregnant all willy-nilly, especially like that, and have multiple babies, unless they're searching for something, unless they are sad about something, unless they are not getting what they need. Yeah. Child, if you don't stop this, let's hear. So everybody was embarrassed. Was anybody embarrassed about you? Huh? Was anybody embarrassed about you, sis? I'm embarrassed. I'm okay. I'm embarrassed.
So I had so much guilt. I blamed myself.
That was good. Think about it. She doesn't have her father. I'm assuming that she didn't really have her father in her life. Hell, we know he wasn't a day-to-day person if he did exist, because your mama was raising your child out of state. So, and think about this, people. She said, my daughter was with my mother most of the time. Okay, so that's a half-assed truth, because the truth is, yes, she was with your mother most of the time. And if your mother is elderly and lives out of state, that means it was a lot of the time. God forbid, you could not have had her with you a whole lot, because she would have to be in school at some point. So I'm sure you saw her on holidays and maybe a weekend here and there, and spring breaks and summer breaks and that kind of thing. But your mama, yeah, she had her most of the time.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I blamed myself.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know what?
Right
Don't be
there.
sorry. You know what? You saying some stuff that's important. Take a moment. Have yourself some water.
Yeah. Child, when you telling these lies, that make your throat Dry. Okay.
And we gonna finish this part because I'm all ears. Everybody
This
can
is
wait.
water. I need a drink. No.
Maybe I should be sending people bottles of champagne to do this show
Girl.
with me.
Yeah. So it took me a long, long, long time,
Mhm.
you know, to embrace this. I'm like I said, I'm all in now.
Was it a year or was it a long, long time? I'll wait.
But yeah, it was a hard, hard struggle for me.
The audacity. You created this situation, ma'am. You created this situation.
And mainly, I was embarrassed. What is everybody going to say?
Oh,
You know, and I don't,
did you worry about that when you married Nesto's ignorant ass? The fuck?
I usually don't care what people think about me. Normally, I don't. Say whatever you want. I don't care. But this particular thing got me, girl. It really, really did because of all the ramifications. Because I thought,
The fuck were the ramifications? That you might have to step up and be a grandmother and was gonna cramp your style? What repercussions did you have? You didn't even take any responsibility for the repercussions that you would possibly experience because you sent your daughter to live with your mama.
I guess that's selfish on my part.
Yeah.
Because I thought people would come to me,
Yeah.
question my parenting skills.
It would be valid. That would be a valid opinion.
Say that I was a bad mom.
That too would be a good question. You're 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Makes sense to me.
All of, you know, because I wasn't present.
Huh? Wait. You see how she almost said some shit? Wait. Hold on. Listen. You see how she corrected that shit real quick? Listen.
They really did because of all the ramifications. Because I thought, I guess that's selfish on my part.
Yes.
Because I thought people would come to me, question my parenting skills.
Yes.
Say that I was a bad mom.
Yes.
All of, you know, because I wasn't present.
Because you weren't in her life? Is that what you were about to say? I'm just asking for a friend. Is that what she's saying? Let's talk about it, Shirley. Because you weren't in her what? Because I wasn't in her. I wasn't. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me go back, child. Let's talk about these ramifications. Let's talk about these ramifications again.
They really did.
Yeah.
Because of all the ramifications. Because I thought, I guess that's selfish on my part.
Yes.
Because I thought people would come to me, question my parenting skills, say that I was a bad mom. All of, you know, because I wasn't present in her life every day because my mom had her so much, you know. So
your mother is going to have her so much because she lives in another state. Yeah. That was a different kind of horn for a different reason. Ma'am, you can't be with her all the time because she out of state. You can't even be with her most of the time because she out of state with your elderly mother raising your child.
I had to deal with all that stuff. And it took me at least a year to even, I never even
A
mentioned
year.
it. Now I'm still, it's slowly trickling out about my grandkids and how much I love them. But yeah, it took me, it took me a while.
Yeah.
It really, really did.
And then it must have taken you even longer after Nesto allegedly did something to Sheridan, tried to do something to Sheridan, and Sheridan tells you about it, and you don't believe her. You over here talking about she lying on your husband. You said that shit on another call. You couldn't even be a mother when she became an adult, and it sounds like after your mother died, the one who took care of her, you still didn't want to be a mama, because you would have to be her mama in order to claim being the grandmama, which you didn't want to do that. Just like you didn't want to raise her. Got it. Got it.
How long from the time your daughter told you about
Yeah,
it
yeah.
to when you got to where's the faith? That question you always ask yourself. How long did it take you from the time that she said that for you to remember that foundation and start to work through it?
Okay, in that particular incident, where's your faith did not come up. Sorry. It didn't.
Interesting.
That's a damn shame. This is the audacity. This is so. I don't understand here. I'm not liking her even more right now because I don't respect none of this. I don't respect none of this. I don't respect none of this, y'all. No, baby. No. I don't respect none of this shit.
It didn't. It was devastating.
Devastating.
I told you.
It was devastating. It was how old was Sheridan? You act like she was 14. How old was Sheridan? Was she an adult at least? Was she at least 18? And even if she was not 18, you should bear the responsibility or take some accountability for the fact that you weren't there to support her, to teach her about her self-esteem, to help her in ways that your mother could not, to guide her so that she could feel supported, because it sounds like she didn't have neither one of you niggas in her life. Child, and this who y'all caping for? This is who y'all caping for out here? This who y'all threatening me for? This is who you striking my friend's channel for? Because that's what it comes down to. All this shit started because I came out here and told y'all what I had learned about Shirley Strawberry. Okay? Yeah. Okay. All right, Miss Strawberry.
Thought I was going to die. I really did.
You was going to die. You were going to die. Die? Really? Girl, you was going to die?
And I know a lot of people may not be able to understand that.
No, we
and I
can't.
get that. I get that too.
Let me tell you something. Because I had my son out of wedlock. And my son and I have a deal. He has promised me that he will not have any children until he is married. Okay? Now, we have that deal. But if that Negro came home right now and said, Mom, there's something I have to tell you. I did not keep the promise. I am having a baby. I'm not going to feel ashamed. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to have trouble coming to grips with it. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I ain't going to deny them. And we have a deal. Okay? We have a deal. And if he breaks the deal, I can get over it. He's grown. I mean, this too much. This right here is too much. Okay.
But for me, Shirley Strawberry,
Yeah.
the woman who gives the advice on the
Right.
radio and all of this kind of stuff,
Right.
and to have something like this happen, I couldn't. It was hard for me to deal with.
How did you deal with Nesto though? Baby, if you can deal with Nesto, you can deal with anything. Baby. Okay.
It was hard for me to deal with, and it took me a long time, like I said, to deal with it. And it took a lot of prayer, a lot of forgiveness,
Right.
a lot of
Forgiveness to who? You should be forgiving her. She should be asking, waiting for you to ask for her forgiveness. What the fuck? I can't. I'm done. I am done, y'all. I promise you, I didn't go this far. Girl, wow. Really? Now you ought to be ashamed right damn now. Y'all, it looks like I can't let me see if I can fix this. It looks like all my damn comments ain't really showing up. Let me see. Okay, I can find them this way. All right, y'all. Ooh, can you believe this shit? Can you believe this shit? Girl, bye.
Well, and meanwhile, I didn't mention her on the radio, but she was my love, my little beautiful granddaughter, Jade. She was my love, but
She was
I
your
just
love.
did not share her or tell, but
She was your love, but you didn't want nobody to know she existed. She was your love, Shirley? Okay. So it sounds like she might be talking about the first year of the first baby's life. Maybe. Let's see.
but yeah, that was a
Wow.
tough period. That was a
Are you
really, really
fucking
tough
kidding
period.
me?
Shirley, thank you for sharing that.
Why?
Because you know what? Here's the thing I
You're
see in
welcome.
this.
What?
The thing I see in this
What
is
you
that
see?
it's a gift
Is
for
it?
those of us who struggle with things, because like and I talk about this when my dad died. There were a lot of things I had to start facing
Wow.
about myself.
Yeah.
I'm an adopted kid, and I had to start facing some things that I had put on a shelf. Things that you're like, okay, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna deal with that later. I'm gonna
Yeah.
deal with that later. But here's the thing: God keeps bringing you back the lessons that you need to learn and the stuff you need to work through, and you finally have to face it at some point in time. And that mess will break you all the way down, all the way down. And that's what it sounds like. It sounds like this really wasn't about your daughter having a baby as much as it was about you feeling that way about yourself and judging yourself for the choices you had to make. Even
Wait a minute.
though everything turned out fine.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't care what nobody say. That lady just read the shit out of her. Now, if you really paying attention to what she just said, she said it in a very beautiful, calm, soft voice with a smile on her face, and said, this wasn't nothing about your baby. This was all about you. This is about you and the choices you made. This is about how you felt about you. In other words, you're selfish. And you didn't give a damn about nobody but yourself. And when your baby that you neglected ends up pregnant and in the arms or in the bed of someone else searching for love that she couldn't get from her parents who would not prioritize her, you embarrassed? that she gets pregnant? What you expect? You ought to be glad she ain't on rugs. And you can choose Nesto's raggedy ass. Are we serious right now? That's what we doing? That's what we gonna do? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right.
I had so much guilt. It was like, this is my fault.
It
If
is.
I had been there for her,
Huh?
she would not have had this baby. All of those things.
Uh-huh.
And you know what else it did? It made me go
What?
back and look at my relationship with my mom.
Yeah, you needed to look at your relationship with yourself because that's where it starts. And this thing where you were just prioritizing yourself and only you and not thinking about your child. Some would say she sent her off because that was better. And maybe it was. But it also, considering this mindset, but I know people who start off in this mindset and they learn to step up and be a mother and they learn to love it. Okay? Most people, like I said, who have babies, they surprised by that shit. Some of them don't necessarily want them or didn't think they wanted them or thought this wasn't what I planned. And some want to be selfish, but they come to terms with the fact that they have a responsibility. And you not, see, it's one thing I heard people saying, well, she the capper, she could have abused her. Well, it looks like the child still experienced abuse. We're just calling it neglect. It's a form of abuse. There's verbal abuse, there's mental abuse, there's spiritual abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. I don't know about any other abuses, but we damn sure know she probably has some emotional abuse from you because you're selfish and you weren't thinking about anyone but yourself. Just like when you got with your ghost, Tasha. Y'all are a Team U version of Ghost and Tasha. Okay?
And while it was great, but in those crazy teen years, from about 15 to 18, when you're smelling yourself and you're thinking you're grown and all of that, I gave my mom, I gave my mom some problems, let me tell you. So
yeah, and it looked like even when you grew up and had a damn flourishing career, you still giving her hell because you put off your responsibilities on her for 18 years. I heard somebody say, oh, when she get around, she was about 13, 14. No, ma'am. Allegedly, she dropped her off as an infant and she kept her there until she was 18 years old. Shirley, Sheridan, if I got it wrong, let me know. In fact, Shirley, don't tell me shit. Sheridan, call me if I got this shit wrong. I'll gladly retract. I will gladly fix it right on up. Okay, baby? But baby girl, I hope you know you are worthy of love. Girlfriend, little baby girl, I want you to know you are beautiful. You are smart. You are articulate. I've seen you. I've heard you. I'm going to guess you're a good mother. I'm going to guess you are because you experienced one who wasn't there for you. So sometimes that shit will work in reverse. You see? And that's why I don't respect you. Yep.
All of that, I thought about all of that, all those years, and I said, okay, this is the deal. This is, so we've worked it out. We've worked it out, but yeah, it was a struggle. It was definitely a struggle.
That's a damn fucking shame. That's a shame. That is a shame. Hey, bankrupt to bougie. It's amazing how Shirley felt that her mother wasn't a perfect parent to her, but was good enough to raise her own daughter without a second thought. Exactly. And her mother wasn't a good mother to her, And she wasn't a good one to her daughter. And even once her daughter was grown, when y'all quote unquote worked it out, you still didn't step up as a mother when she told you that your husband wasn't shit and had tried her. And this who y'all like, okay. I see the match. Now I see it. Now I get it. Yeah, now I get it. It's all making sense now. It's all coming together. You're selfish as hell. You're narcissistic too. It sounds like on some level, child. I mean, you can't do no wrong here. Yeah, it was your fault. It was your fault and her daddy's fault. It's y'all's fault. That's you damn right. So step up and be a grandmother. But you didn't want to do that. But you wanted your mother to be a grandmother. I don't want to hear no shit about a 40-something-year-old woman needed to take her child to her mama. If she was 20-something, maybe. Early 30s and single, maybe. For a period of time with an expiration date before the age of 18, okay, fine. But 40-something fucking years old, and she can't step up even then? When she's saying that her mama wasn't a good mother to her? Child. Ooh, I'm glad we did this.
God's blessings on y'all for
Thank you.
for facing it and coming through the other side and sharing it. Because I think that's the reason why most of us don't face our stuff, is because we're scared about it not working out. And it always does. And that's where the faith comes in. When you have the faith that it will work out in the end. Lord have mercy. And you were supposed to tell that story today, because that was a message, ma'am.
Yeah, the message is she trash. That you correct. That's the message I got. That she ain't shit. That she ain't shit. That's the message I just got. And that's my opinion. We out here giving opinions on Nesto, on Sonya. Some have judged Dre. We make choices about how we feel negatively about Lamont, Dion. Make it make sense. But y'all can't call out this shit right here? All this time, I did not know how they matched up. Now I get it. Now it makes sense. I see it. You may not see it anymore. You may not have come to the conclusion I have come to, but evidently, this makes sense. Evidently, Would you say real? Shirley now realizing she done talked too much. Look at this. The fact that she repeated that shit. Y'all mad that I said that she didn't want her baby. Okay. All right. Okay.
That was a message.
Okay.
So
it was a message.
Now we can fall to my last two questions.
Okay.
I always like to end with,
Okay.
what is your proudest achievement? And what do you still dream of doing?
Well, the proudest achievement definitely wasn't being a mother. It definitely wasn't being a grandmother. Huh? Wasn't none of that. You definitely wasn't being a friend, from what I understand. Huh? So what was it? Let's see. Let's hear. I don't know.
Wow. Professionally, my proudest achievement, or just in life?
Yes, either one, whatever you choose. People have always.
I wanna
some
hear
people
life.
choose both. If you want to do both, I'm good with that.
I'll say this. I'll say, I'm proud of the fact that, and we talked about this earlier, Jean, you and I, that I have lasted this long. You know, I am proud of that, that I'm still here. I'm still relevant, because it didn't have to be this way, so I'm thankful for that blessing, and that I can still do what I do at a high level. Um, I'm proud of that, and I'm happy about that, and I consider it an honor.
She got a big ass body and some last breasts. Do like a gorilla and beat on your chest. Silverback, silverback, silverback. Silverback, silverback, silverback. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. That's my hoe, and she left her baby daddy in the past. You are first, but I'm about to be her last. Pillow talking and she say your dick trash. She loving how this puppy eat her ass. She ain't a
All right. Sorry about that. I think you should be able to hear me now. I don't know what y'all heard, because, child, I don't know what y'all. Baby, this bitch, I'm sorry. She is my elder. I didn't mean it like that, Shirley, but baby, you got bitch tendencies. Her greatest achievement was not her daughter. It wasn't her grandchildren, who she called her loves. After all that shit that you done realized now, now, you still don't see her or these grandbabies as your greatest achievement. Jesus. Jesus, be a parent. Oh my God. Jesus, be a parent, child. Hold on. Let me bring these people back on up here, child. I don't know what to say. I'm not. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss, child. I am really at a damn loss. This too much, right here. This lay something else. This lay something else. This lay something damn else. Oh my God. All right.
And a privilege to be able to do it every day.
Yeah, that's important.
So that's one thing in life.
Mm-hmm.
Just in life, just I don't know that I'm still here. I guess the same thing. I'm still here too,
Mm-hmm. Yay.
Yeah.
and I can still laugh and have fun, and life is
Yay. You're
good, and
here.
I'm a good person. I'm a good
Are you?
person. I'm a good person.
Are you really? Really? Are you though? Like, honestly, Shirley, I'm sorry. I'm liking you less and less. I like you less than I did. See, I liked you less than I did when I met your friend. Okay. Uh-huh. And then I thought at that point, yeah, wow, I don't like her that much. You know what I'm saying? And then I came over here and pulled up this little interview here, and now that I sit here and I listen to all of this, I realize I really don't like you now. That's what I'm just I'm just talking. I'm just out here talking, child. I'm just, baby. Okay. All right. Hurry this shit up.
I love it, and I love that you know that. What do you still dream of doing?
Oh my God.
In fact, Leo Lady said, I have never told anyone I am a good person. I've been told this because of my actions. If you got to tell a motherfucker, it probably ain't true. It probably ain't true. And it sounds like it ain't true. I don't know why y'all love this lady. I don't know. I don't know why. Look, to each his own. But this lady right here, I learned today. Huh? Y'all should have told me at the beginning of this, I'm going to learn today. Huh? I done fucked around and found out who the fuck you are, sis. I'll be damned. Clear Ashes says, I'm 49 and I literally grew up listening to her voice. Sheridan was her ghost child because we never actually saw her. I really respected Shirley Strawberry until all this came out. Look, everybody makes mistakes, but it sounds like even in this moment, after all this she's going through, in this moment, living in somebody's fucking basement, your husband, your fake ass husband, is in jail and's been there 8 months, and you still don't understand what's okay. All right.
So many things. I'm starting to paint a little more. I kind of want I don't know. I kind of want my art to get out there. I'm feeling real artsy these days.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
Yes.
So yeah. So maybe that's it. You know.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe
That's it.
When you do your first show, ma'am, or your next show,
I will let you know.
Please let me know.
Okay.
And maybe we'll have a whole other conversation about your art and your expression and how that works out, because that's a whole other track that I forgot that you were an artist too. Like, duh.
I didn't do this picture in the back. People will probably wonder if I did that, but no, I did.
Gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
Thank you.
And it doesn't surprise me that you're surrounded by so many beautiful things, because most artists do surround themselves with art that they love. And the last question, the last question I always ask everybody on the podcast: when do you feel like you are at your best, truest, most authentic expression of yourself?
Wow. Okay. That's good. That's good, Jean.
I'm honored.
Yeah,
I'm honored because, baby, you've been interviewing people longer than me. I'm like, ooh.
That's good, and it's deep, and you know I'm not that deep. So
Yeah. I know today. I learned today. Huh? We know. You real shallow as a motherfucker. You shallow as fuck. Okay? You damn skippy. That's right. You ain't deep. Not even a little bit. Not even the taste. Okay? Not a hair. You ain't deep at all. Okay?
deep. My truest, I guess, when I'm with my friends, you know, we're sitting around and we're just kicking it and having fun and laughing and acting crazy and, you know, no one's judging anyone. And, you know, we may talk about God in one conversation and, you know, and talk about, you know, I don't know, a reality show, one of the housewives shows, you know, just being.
Oh yeah. Cause that's real deep. Let me get this straight. Even when you're not even the realest with your child and grandchildren, that's not when you're your most authentic self. It's when you with your friends.
We'll go from one extreme to the other. Just probably when I'm with my friends and my family, and I can be.
And oh yeah, and my family. Child, if you don't go somewhere, sit your ass, girl. If you don't go somewhere and pull that hoodie up and glasses on and sit in a corner some fucking where, girl, stop. This a lot. This funny. This something else. You know what? This would not have felt and rang this true if I had just seen this a year, 2 years, 3 years ago. It's funny with this new information how I'm hearing this. Very interesting.
Myself, and kick it. Maybe no makeup, or maybe makeup, and just I like that. I like being around people. I like that. I do. I love company. I love company.
I love it. Well, I want to be one of your company too, because
Yes.
it sounds like you like to kick it, and that's a good time. And anybody that can take from God to the housewives, baby, that's a full and complete life.
Yes.
But she ain't talking about nothing but Job. She only read one book from what we can tell. So if they talk about Job, she's all in. But they talk about in them other books, that's gonna be a short ass conversation. Allegedly, apparently, shit. She probably spent more time talking about them damn housewives than anything else. She ain't talking about her kids and grandkids. No, she be embarrassed about that shit, y'all. She be embarrassed. That she embarrassed about. Not none of this shit she's saying. Okay, girl.
That's how I really relax, is ratchet TV. The more ratchet it is, the better I like it.
Oh my God, today. If she ain't telling on herself now, you got a ratchet life. I like ratchet TV because I can, it's foreign to me. But y'all can say about me what you want to say about me. I stand on business, okay? I'm a good person too, Shirley. Okay? I'm a good person. I'm a good person too. Uh-huh. There's something else right here. But you said the more ratchet, the more you like that shit, which is why you got this ratchet ass nigga for your husband, your play husband, while you was living next door to his real girlfriend and her play husband, and allegedly you was paying rent at both places whether you knew it or not. That's ratchet as a motherfucker, Tasha. Child, girl.
All right, love and hip hop.
Yes, all of you. Yes.
Shirley, thank you so much for making time and taking all of this energy to talk with me, especially when you're not feeling 100%. I appreciate you and the path that you paved for people like me and those who come behind me too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Jean. It's really an honor. I mean, seriously, it's an honor to be with you. I mean, you make me proud. That's all I can say. You make me so, so, so proud. You really do. And if I had any inkling, anything to do with that, then what can I say? I mean, you do it well. You do it well. Thank you.
Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. You're the best. You are the best.
No, you are.
Oh my God. I'm really glad that's over, to be quite honest with you. I'm really glad that it's over. Because I can't. Child, I cannot. Well, y'all, let me get the hell off of here. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you to everybody who gifted a membership. Oh, before we go, well, let me check something. Before we go, child. Okay? We got to check. We got to check some things. Hold on real quick. Don't you go nowhere. You better not leave. You better not. Let me see how many subbies we got over here now. Won't God do it? Thank you all those of you that subscribe to Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries second channel, Blue Light Reactions with Legacy Moon. It looks like we have gotten like over 150 or so subscribers since we started this tonight. Yes. Yes. Please be sure to go over, if you have not subscribed to Legacy Moon's channel, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Please subscribe, and hopefully to I Said What I Said, or Vaughn, or whomever this channel belongs to, hopefully you'll make this right, because what you did was wrong. It is actually against policy to false flag. Your material is not copywritten. So since it's not copywritten, you can't put forth a copyright strike. Okay? All right. All right. Again, thank you to everyone who gifted a membership, everyone who super chatted today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I meant to, let me see something. Prima Wanda, I saw your Cash Apps. I'm sorry that I missed it before, my love. Thank you so much for that. I can't thank you guys enough for all that you do to support this channel, to support me. But thank you to everybody who came in and gave a click and a view. I am asking that if you didn't hit the like on the way in, that you hit it on the way out, and hype me up. Okay? Hype me up, y'all. All right, now I might come back. I need to see what's going on over here with the hen. Okay? I need to see what's going on with the hen. But just remember, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Myself and Native Tribe Urban Media will be co-hosting After Dark with our girl Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries, but it will take place over at Blue Light Reactions with Legacy Moon. We'll be sure to share that on our community walls, and we really want you to support, okay? And if you know or follow or support the content creators that were mentioned tonight, hopefully you will encourage them to fix this and make it right. All right. I love y'all to pieces, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Not a damn thing. Mwah. Smooches.
VLenore.